Alright. That is like straight up not how it works. Okay. Hold on, chat. I gotta get my YouTube chat open. Alright. Dude, if YouTube... If people are... Oh, it's Tuesday, by the way. You're gonna hear the lawnmowers. Let me try this differently. Okay, that is incorrect. That is definitely incorrect, and I don't know why. What the hell is going on here? I don't know what I did. You can try disabling auto shape. Where's that at? It was 6-7. It was working just fine, and then somehow I broke it. I actually don't know what I did. I did this. I did that. I did this. Right? Right. Basically did that. I mean, it looks better, right? Okay. So that's the problem. Something about... Because I think this is using like a Bezier curve. And I think the Bezier curve does not work if you go longer than that. So that's good to know. All right. Let's pretend I got that working then. What's next? Okay. So take this off, turn it on, symmetry for 2, put it on, and there we go. I mean, that's a good looking engine section, bro. Look at that. That's beautiful. I think the tutorial uses 1.4 tank diameter, so you should be on 1.4 base as well. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. You might be right. I don't know. If you're just tuning into YouTube, hello and good morning. I want to warn you all that I've been up since 3:30 in the morning. It's been a long morning. So we're doing rocket science while I am sleep deprived. So this is going to go awful because I'm already like... I feel like a serval right now. I'm like slow blinking and stuff. I've just got to lock in. How bad can it be? It's just like a fucking super long instructional manual, and there's only like 4 of these in a row. Right? It's fine. Disable... Okay, so open the paw for the fairing and disable staging. Where is the staging? Fairing decoupler off. Oh, boom. Perfect. Okay. Beautiful. And we can paint this as a different color if we want to. Can we make it carbon fiber? Dark. That could be kind of cool. Let's leave it on dark for now. All right. Oh, You can select toggle open close to open the fairing to get access to the engine and fairing base. It'll be closed during the flight, and at the bottom of the paw, you can set a different style. If using the recolorable fairing, you can open the recolor GUI here. Okay. That makes sense to me. All right. Now that we know which of the, now that we know the width of the engines plus fairing, we know how wide to make the fuel tank. Match it in size. Mine's 1.4 meters. Make sure you're using regular steel tanks, not high pressure version. High pressure should say false. Okay, so we got to make this larger. So mine is 1.6 meters. Should I be worried? I think what that means is they did this, but like they did that. But why would they do that? Doesn't this look like an artillery shell or something? This looks weird. Okay. And then how tall do we want it? Oh, yeah, it's got to be a normal fuel tank. Okay. So put that over there for now. Sure. Right. Yeah. Tool tank. Textures, cylinder, real fuels. Tank type. Is this what I want? Yeah, this is steel fuselage. Cylinder shape. Okay. High pressure is definitely false. Fill the fill with the fill button. Okay. So fill button. Okay. I feel like I'm stupid. We hit the fill button. It says what it wants here, and it is full of ethanol. How did it know to add this shit? Like, how did it know that? I actually have no clue. It just knew the engine attached is what it should do. Okay, we want to get a 70-second burn plus 5 free seconds. So I need to increase the height of this here. Yeah, and we're looking for... What am I looking for? I need flight time. Where do I see that? Am I dumb? You need clamps to be able to see the burn time? Are you serious? I don't see that here at all. Oh, no, I don't. I gotta just do this. Maybe? I feel like I'm missing something obvious. Why won't this work? I need like a debugger or something, like a warning. Try to refuel, click remove all. Put a launch clamp to test. Chat, he was right. He was right. I'm sorry. I'm just looking for something here, and I just don't see it. How do I remove stuff from this without having to remove it individually? Yeah, Subnautica 2 cinematic trailer releasing April 30th. Oh boy. Is that good enough, chat? Or do I want a little bit more? 75.45. Dude, I am fucking tired right now. Holy shit. That's such a big leap right there. If I go up one click. So maybe we just gotta leave it here at this. At 74.33. You should change the length. For what? Oh, mine's really, really, really long, isn't it? Yeah, okay. How do I make this go down? What's it gotta be? 7.3. There we go. I was like, how did they get a number that I couldn't get? Dude, that's not true. Chat, I'm gonna be real with you. I might go fucking put some pizza in the oven real fast. I got some slices in the fridge that I just gotta throw in the oven. I think I need like a quick snack to fucking get some energy. This is gonna be brutal, man. Okay. I can't believe it's fucking like 11:30 a.m. and I've been live for 6 hours today. Like, what the hell? Not on YouTube, obviously. Let me go do that. Second coffee time. I'm drinking a Red Bull, see if that helps. I thought, like, I don't know. Thought it'd be like a faster amount of caffeine. Potentially. Oh my god. Chat, you want some pizza? I got some pepperoni pizza as well. I can heat that up for you. You need sugar? Yeah, dude. Is your mother available? Okay, no. We'll be back. Hold on. All right. AI is getting so expensive. You know what's funny? AI has always been this expensive. It's just that, like, these companies are starting to not be able to subsidize your tokens as much as they are. Because what they want to do is get these companies fucking hooked on AI. And then when, like, the price goes up, you got to pay it, man. Like, what are you going to do? Not be productive? You just laid off, like, half your workforce and no one's going to, you know, it's like, there's, like, you have to, it's just crazy. Yeah, he's talking about site upload, not tokens. AI, wait, what? Did I read that? AI is getting so expensive. Oh, we have to at least once a week carve out DevOps time to block agents from scraping our sites. That's actually kind of wild. I've heard that you can like poison your data, and that's a thing that some people are doing. Like things that basically only AI will scrape. That's kind of a cool concept, but I don't know. Oh my god. Okay. I'm telling you, man. We live in fucking weird times. We live in really, really fucking weird times. Meow. See, what's up, my man? Welcome back, my dude. Okay. Meow. By the way, chat, we are looking good right now. So we are currently sitting at, this is the important window to look at, 75.45 seconds of burn time. That's what we're currently looking at. This engine right here, which again, you can't really see, but I can talk. How do I turn off the fairing? How do I turn off the fairing? Did it say there's a thing to do here? Toggle open. There we go. Whoa! Holy shit. This is the engine we're using. All right. Don't ask why I have to use the launch clamp for this. I have no idea. Yeah, this is the engine we're using. This is a Model 39. This is a World War I, I guess, era engine or something. I got to make sure my pizza's not burning really fast, though. But this thing has a bunch of data about it, right? And the important part to understand is the efficiency, max thrust, all that kind of stuff. Uses ethanol, oxygen, HTP, and stuff like that too. It's got variants and ISP and everything. Meow. Basically, also, we have 0.47% residuals. What's the percentage of the current ignition chance is 89%. 89%. All right. That's worse than the SRB we had earlier. Oh, God. Okay. Pizza time. All right. Yeah. What's the over-under that, like, all of Twitch chat is being scraped always for, like, AI? 100% is my opinion. 100%. You guys, honestly, I think are one of the best data sets for real human, like, conversation. Even though it's online and it's kind of like, you know, the whatever, like even like gamer speak in a way, if you want to call it that, it's still like legitimately like extremely valuable. Like extremely valuable. Yeah, live chatters are the greatest conversation loggers. Yeah. I am AI. Outsmart AI, man. All right. Reddit is one of the biggest sources of natural language learning. Yeah, 100%. And I also believe like the entirety of like Wikipedia and stuff as well is completely scraped. Yeah, now AI is being poisoned by 6.7. Oh. Do you know like what they call like what's it called? Like pre-war metal or something that hasn't been poisoned by like radiation? What's that called? There's like so very, 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 very delicate instruments that need to be able to like measure absolutely insanely accurately. They need, I think, what's called low background radiation steel. And you cannot find that really because after World War II, like it's everywhere, right? Like, so there's very few places to find it. And I think some places are like in shipwrecks that are like way in the bottom of the ocean and stuff that haven't like been tainted by the radiation, and it's actually pretty wild. I wonder if there's like pre-6-7 AI data that hasn't been poisoned by all that. I don't know. It's crazy. All right. Low 6-7 data. Yeah, exactly. All right. So now we got to do the avionics as well. So now we got to figure this out. I want to snack on this pizza. Yeah, again, I'm fucking tired, man. Love me some pizza. All right. Hello? Put it back. Cone? Cone, right? No. I need a smooth cone. There we go. A smooth cone. Is that right? Smooth cone, round. All right. Top at 0, is that correct? Yep. Bottom at 1.4. Then we have a length of 2.9. I don't know, looks pretty good. How large does it need to be? 4.2. Oh my god. All right, that's looking good. Okay. That is a lot of electric charge at the bottom. Holy shit. How do I, fuck me, how do I, like the tank UI? Yeah, I have a lot of EC here. I don't think I need that much. Best way to reheat a pizza? In my opinion, plate on the microwave, 25 to 30 seconds. Then in the oven on broil at 500 degrees for like 2 minutes. And then that's like the simplest thing. Or if you have an air fryer, that'd be pretty big. I'm not going to get a pan dirty. Fuck that. Okay. Open up the avionics configure window. That's this. It's going to be a science core, I believe. Is that right? Or no? Oh, no, we need to control it, don't we? All right, near Earth is what it's going to be. Okay. All right. You might think the best thing to do is to set the controllable mass to the mass of the rocket, and that is certainly ideal for this rocket. But what about downrange rockets? Won't they won't be identical to this one. Okay. Okay. Nominally, it'll be around 15 tons, so we'll make the avionics for 20 tons. Okay. Holy shit. Chat. What's insane to me right now is, well, I don't know if this is actually showing it accurately, but right now, in atmosphere, right, we're getting about 1208 delta V. Does anyone know how much delta V I need? Like, at all right now to get around Earth? Because I'm going to say a crazy number. Is it not like 30,000? Or something like that? It's like 9,300-ish. $9,300. It's got to be more than that, right? To orbit? Yeah, to orbit. It is like 9,300. Okay. Holy shit. What is up with... Oh, you know why it's heavy? I think this is currently included in the weight. For some reason. Not entirely sure. There we go. 20 tons. Why is it saying 20 T, 435 kilogram? I am very confused why it's saying that. It doesn't make any sense. Well, Greg, welcome back, my man. Welcome back 69 months, my man. Freedom ton? Oh. What? Why would that be in imperial tons? That's so stupid. That's not freedom tons? Well, 1 ton is 1,000 kilograms. A metric ton is about 2,000 pounds, which is under 1,000 kilograms. Which, if you convert that, is about 435 kilograms. Imperial and metric tons are basically the same. Yeah, am I not understanding this? There's a mass and cost penalty to having more avionics control than you need. But not as much as you might expect. 15-ton avionics are 392 kilograms. Oh, it's the weight of the avionics package. Holy shit, that makes way more sense. Of course this is going to be a metric. I just don't know why it was even confusing me there. That's so weird. Okay. Sure. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Why is it saying the delta V of this is 3,328? You know what? I bet it is once we actually factor in like everything else we got to do to make this thing fly. Probably. I don't know. No. So what am I missing then? First off, why does this not work? Like, why? I'm a little confused. Like, I can put the launch clamps on here. We can get this right here. But that's obviously, like, wrong. So why is that not working? Maybe I need to put the fairing back? No. You need clamps? This engine starts on ground electricity? Yeah, but his does not have clamps. He didn't have clamps anywhere on this, and his works. Maybe it's an old version that doesn't need that? I don't know. Staging's fine. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't really see what I'm doing wrong here. The tutorial is built using an A4 engine, but they don't have that anymore. So there's... Oh, so is that big of a difference, though? Like, that's a massive difference. Like, should I be trying to hit that? Alright, fuck it. Let's just keep going. All right. Holy moly, dude. $20. And they said EC amount does not matter. Near-Earth electronics use a lot more EC than a science core, so 400 is a healthy amount. So I guess we're going to set it to 400. Or something. Which is like way, 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 way less than what we currently have. So 400 kilojoules. And then additional tank volume, which I can't put in here, actually. How do I do that? Do I need to add a tank? Tank UI? Remove all tanks. Oh, wait, maybe I made the wrong part? How do they have a tank volume? Wait, are you serious? Hold on. $14.25. They have 400. Something feels wrong. Well, I mean, I guess I can sim this and just figure it out, but like something seems really different on mine compared to theirs. Like we are far different, and that's just the nose cone. It should be the same size, shouldn't it? Okay. Sure. So I'm trying to finish my pizza real fast. It's very good. I was like, how do I configure my experiments? Okay, so we have pressure, we have temperature, and we have telemetry. Is that good? Okay, all good, and we set them to waiting. Perfect. Do we eat in lunch and launch some rockets? All right. Thank God. I'm hoping that makes me wake up a little bit, or at least like feel less tired. We'll see. Okay. We need 5,000 units, liters of sounding payload. Okay, and we don't have enough space in the nose cone for that payload. Okay. Is that true? Yes, we do. Hold up. I think we do have that. Can I add a tank? What if I want to add a tank? Maybe I can't add a tank. I don't know. Like, I feel like I should be able to do that. Like, in their version, I can't, but in my version, I can. Sounding payload only fits in HP tanks. So you... What? That makes no sense, right? You need to set the new tank to HP steel. Is that actually true? Why would that be the case? Okay, so I need to add one of these. I guess I'm just going to do it the way they did it to figure this out. Plus, I can just tool this, I guess, if I really want to. Right? Alright, so we got to do HP steel. Material. Okay. How thick does this need to be? We need to be a volume of 400, so length needs to be reduced till it's 462, I guess. And that'll be good enough. I think so. 75% utilization, is that right? I think so. Everything else seems about right. Okay. Put a new conventional tank below it. Make sure it's set the HP steel at colorblind blue. Under real fuels in the tank UI button. Tank UI button, real fuels, probably sounding. Real fuels. Sounding payload. Add. And we want to add just 400? Or is it over 400? They just loaded 441. So sure. Update. Okay. So this is now a sounding payload that is 462. Good. Let's get our 500 units by changing the tank shape. First, make it the same width. Oh, we need 500? Shit. Okay, hold on. That'd have been stupid. That's 577, and I can't go any smaller than that, but okay. Okay, so we want to use the utilization bar then to get as close. Oh, there we go. Good. We should have a pretty nice rocket shape now. Yeah, that's a pretty nice rocket shape. Would you say so, chat? That looks about the same as his. It looks a bit long. Doesn't it? Yeah, whatever. All right. Like, isn't that what he said to do? Like, isn't it like... I did follow the instructions, kinda. Set 1.4 by 7.3. That is the exact size that he made his. It's got 75 seconds of burn that you can tell if I put these on. 75 seconds of burn. It's good. It's perfect. Alright, whatever. YOLO. I believe in my design. It's all good. Alright. Now we have to do the fun part. The fucking wings. Oh, God. Okay. Rocket fins. This rocket needs fins like the Aero Bee. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Owen, what's up, my man? Welcome back, my dude. Alright, it is fine without fins during powered flight. After the engine burns out and it starts to coast, it will tumble if not stable. Okay, so we got to get some wings. And I believe we need ones that move. So... maybe we don't. I'm lying. And I'll attach these so they attach better. Like that. Okay. Oh boy, here we go. Now we get to do the fun thing, which is hitting J and having the most confusing looking window ever. Okay, so we want to make them look like this, essentially. Can we just eyeball that? Like, we can probably just eyeball that. That's what we're looking for. Okay. I think the easiest way to do this for a fin is actually going to be the recoloring tool. And I want to do the trailing edge in black. And I want to do the leading edge in black. And that'll let me see basically those surface areas or whatever, right? Just eyeball it. It is not rocket science. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Okay. Let's do something like this here. We might need to tilt this. I think we will need to tilt this. I think. Yeah. Okay, so, good, J. Honestly, if you can kind of get like a feel for this, I feel like this would not be that bad. Like, trying to do this with just these is not bad at all. Oh, shit. Okay. So this is going to be like the length of everything here, which it seems like it's supposed to go almost the full length. This should be flat. Can I drag this outwards? Oh, yeah. How was Diablo? Fun. We are on our way to get Herodric's Cube. And then after that, we are going to be, I guess, going to try to kill Mephisto or, like, banish him or whatever. How thick is that? Not very. Interesting. I feel like that is, like, not long enough. Why does this still just feel off to me? It's suspicious, right? I bought these bits before unemployment, so here, have these bits. Oh, no. The last bits, bro. Wait, shit. I hope everything's okay, brother. Times are not ideal right now. Does the trailing edge size determine arrow effect? You know what I just thought to myself? It's just put on correctly. Does the trailing edge size determine arrow? There is a whole new arrow simulation in this game. Like, literally a whole new simulation. It's actually very complicated. I think I want to hit B to center this thing. I mean, I kind of like the look of it, chat. I think it's good. Falcon Heavy in 40 seconds, by the way. You're being baited. You're watching a fake stream. You get off the stream. You're literally watching a fake stream right now. It's probably some Bitcoin scam, bro. Stop it. It is tomorrow, not today. Boop, boo-doo, boo-doo, boo. To the amount of people that come in here and be like, why aren't you watching the SpaceX stream? And I'm like, dude, there isn't one today. It's like, it's crazy, actually. Some of y'all have never gotten scammed in EVE Online or in RuneScape, and it shows. But Elon said... Alright, so we want to recolor this, by the way. Chat, what color are you feeling for this? Red? Red's not terrible. Gotta go fast. I mean, red's cool. You got blue. Miku blue. Gold. Yeah, we did gold before. It's okay. Olive. Olive drab. Gold metallic. I think gold's okay. I liked brass a lot when we were doing it earlier, but maybe we'll do a different color here. Miku blue. I kind of like red, though, for this. I'll be real. I think I'm going to try that, and then we will, Wish it was easier to recolor this stuff. Can I? Hold on. Recolor UI, recolor UI. Where's it at? This one? Ends? That is the sides and ends. Is that like a tip I can make? I don't think so. No, because it's smooth, sadly. Okay. I think a white paint would be cool here. Surface, I think white. It's a bit strange, but sure. Okay. Waffle got livery, bro. I know I got that livery going, bro. Okay. No Twitch Prime decal. There is a decal that I think you can put on. I've already forgotten where to put it. I think it's in decal. I forget what these are from. Peel and stick adhesives. Can you like make these rounded? Oh my god, you can. Holy shit. You totally can't set text. Twitch. Oh god, I can't even do that. Twitch. Okay.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Bruh. What is happening? How do I make this not be 20 radius? Oh my god, you hold shift. I didn't even know that. It's good. Golden Secret, thank you, my dude. Well, I don't know what just happened, but this is now white. What have I done? How have I done this? The symmetry is like, it's like I hit X and then I hit Shift X to go down. I feel like I've not seen it do that, like, ever. I really don't know what I just did. That's amazing, though. You made like 15 copies, but like, fucking, how do they do that? I don't understand. Okay. Okay, we're good. Close that. Fill color, white. We scale that motherfucker up to like, boom. Okay. I need bold. Hold. Text. Bold. Okay, we're good. We're good, chat. Definitely bugged. Yeah, it's weird. And then, can I put like a... I could put like a wee-woo thing on it, yeah. Anything else? Oh my god, they have different symbols. Radioactive.
Meow. Meow.
Navgas, no step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay. Critical hardware, do not touch. Yeah. Fishy, what's up, my dude? Welcome back, my man. Final Mind, welcome back. All right. We're fine. We're good. What are we missing now? What does this say we're missing? Dry mass and... okay, hold on. We got to think this through. Looks good. The IRL V2 fins have some more complex geometry, but this is good enough for our purposes. Does that look about right? That and that? I think theirs are brought in a bit, but maybe we just leave it for now. Yeah, a 6 and 7 on top. I'm not putting a 6, 7. Unless you... I could be convinced for the right price. All right. Slap a good old 6, 7 on here. All right. Grave, what's up, my dude? Welcome back. Thanks for the prime, my dude. Trav, thank you for the sub, my dude. Golden Kappa Train? Good lord. What does that mean? Chat, what does that mean? Never heard of that before.
Meow. Meow.
I don't know. Peep, what's up, my dude? Nord, I'm trying to get funding, man. Come on, please. All right. Enable the CUM and COL sliders. All right. So center mass, center of lift. Center of thrust. Okay. So we want the blue well behind here. That's good. Golden scam train. Let's go. All right. Is this an atomic strike missile? You do know the V2 was like a kind of... It wasn't carrying nuclear warheads, but like that kind of is what they wanted. Yeah. Bob, what's up, my man? Welcome back, my dude. Thank you, my man. Like they really did want that. It was a cruise missile? Yeah. You know, it didn't even go that far. Like, it did, but it also, like... What's the term I'm trying to use here? Honestly, it's remarkable it even flew for the day and age that it was built in. Because, like, holy shit, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing back then, man. Shovel, thanks for the sub, my man. Welcome back. Conkle, thanks for the sub, my man. Welcome back. Tim, thanks for the sub. Welcome back. All right. We can use RCS build aid for this. Click the icon on the toolbar. Okay. So it says click that. All right. And now we have RCS build aid. Good. So. Notice how the center mass moves down as the fuel is consumed. So, resources. How do I do that? I'm not really sure, I guess. Is this like already like things are moving down? I don't know. Whacker, hello, my man. Thanks for the sub, my dude. Welcome. Chat, join the Golden Kappa train if you want a Golden Kappa. I think you just have to give a single bit, by the way. I'm not sure if you have to, like, sub yourself. I actually don't know. Maybe it's 100 bits? Oh, it's 100 bits minimum? Okay. 24 hours, you get Golden Kappa. You can show it off on Twitch. That's all it really means. It's, in my opinion, I think the hype trains are a bit of a scam on Twitch, but I'm not going to judge you. Alright, notice how the center mass moves down as the fuel is consumed. This is very bad for stability. It means the rocket will lose stability. How do I test that? Okay, so you click on it and it will not be consumed. You're telling RCS build aid it is something that will not be consumed. If you don't see the DCOM marker under markers, click DCOM. This is dry center mass, I assume. Am I stoned? I am so tired. I woke up at 3 a.m., bro, to play Diablo. Oh, God. I almost would rather wish I was stoned than just really fucking tired right now trying to learn about rockets. You need to keep the RCS build aid window open to keep these markers up. Okay, notice how the COM moves down as the fuel is consumed. This is very bad for stability. Okay. When it needs it the most, I've included a picture of the arrow bee in comparison. Okay, so the arrow bee, I guess when it consumes fuel, the center of mass goes up. Interesting. I never knew that it was an important thing for rockets. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. If your rocket is stable enough to complete the task, you don't need to step down, which will hurt your DV. That's good, I guess. Okay. Notice how this... Okay, I see. That is wild, dude. It's a Golden Kappa train? Well, you're going to find out in about 40 seconds when it ends. You'll see a whole bunch of them in chat. Alright. Early models of the engine, like Model 39, are very heavy when burned. That heavy engine keeps the center of mass down. Alright. Then it would be on newer rockets. Remember, the V2 came with 975 kilogram warhead. Yeah. What kind of warhead did they use? I have no idea, actually. Plates, thanks for giving this to the Carbon. Can't I? Thanks for giving this to the Wizard. All right, dude. Thanks, guys. Welcome, dudes. All right, let me see them. Put them in chat if you got them. All right, chat. Put them there. 99%. It's kind of funny. Wait, hype chest open? My reward's a Golden Kappa? Wait, you got a frog wow?
Meow.
I got a choo-choo.
Meow.
Okay, well, it is what it is. I'm surprised I get one, actually. It was TNT and ammonium nitrate. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Necron. Okay. So, good. Taking this out has created an imbalance in our rocket. Let's put some of that mass back in the nose. Tutorial needs updating. In a recent update, avionics was changed to only hold EC. For now, you can put a conventional tank under the avionics and fill it with lead ballast. Okay. So now we need a lead ballast tank. I feel like we are growing. The good news is, I think I understand like how this works, like, you know, how everything's supposed to connect together, right? So let's go over here, tank UI, right? We want to find lead ballast, which is at the bottom, so we're going to add that. Now, I don't know how much we need, so I'm going to add 400 liters of it. I feel like I just completely added 1 billion pounds to this thing, though. Right? You know what I'll do, actually? I'll fill the entire thing with lead ballast, right? Whatever the max is, probably 878 liters, right? Whatever. Yeah, I'll do that. And now if I ever want the weight to go down, which is it's a lot of weight, right? Because the whole thing is lead ballast. Where does it show that? I feel like I'm missing something. Like this shows it at the bottom. Okay, so I didn't select it. Update. Why won't it show that? That is 10,000 kilograms. I'm aware. No room for tank. Remove. Remove all tanks. Add lead ballast. Add update. I'm just confused, I guess. Like I'm seeing this here. Also, it's only 1.28 thousand liters of lead, which apparently only weighs 14.7 tons. Okay, let's not do that. Let's add... Remove all tanks. All tanks. I don't know what's going on here, but I feel like I have a lot in here. Okay, hold on. Remove all tanks. Remove all tanks. I still got that there. How do I get rid of that? I want 10 liters. Sure. Hold on. How heavy was that warhead again? 975. Okay. So if we do like 50. If we do 67. If we do 72. Let's just do 80. Okay, 80 is almost exactly 1 ton. For some reason, it's weird that I can't... Like, I see this down here, but I don't see that for the lead ballast. So I think the lead ballast is literally just changing, like, the mass of the object, and that's literally all it's doing. So I can change this to make it exactly what I want, I guess. And this says it was 975 kilograms. So, like, close, right? Open up the UI for the tank avionics near the top. You'll see lead ballast. Click add, fill the remaining empty space with lead. In RCS building, make sure lead ballast is checked so it will not be consumed. Okay, so lead ballast will not be consumed. All right. Sure. Okay. This is way too much and has messed up the rocket. Pay extra special attention that lead ballast does not appear as a resource. So I was just saying. Make sure you remember that if you ever put lead in anything, this is a good reason to start from scratch with a brand new rocket. So things won't things like lead won't sneak their way into future designs. The only way to check is to look at the tank UI and see that there is lead in there. That sucks, bro. You can't type a specific amount of liters for resources in the real fuel UIs, okay? Okay. Our goal is to prevent the DCOM from moving down. So try 40 liters of lead ballast. All right. 40 liters. 40 liters is literally nothing. Okay. Well, we gotta, like, nail it. Yeah, I gotta do more than that. So I need, like, 300 liters. Again, things are a bit different, weirdly enough. I don't really understand it either, but they definitely are different between their tutorial and mine, and it seems pretty significant. Okay. Our goal, yeah, try 40. This will add about 400. So I'm adding 109 kilograms of lead. They're adding 450 kilograms. But, like, my volume is different than their... I don't fucking know. It's like lead shot or something. No clue. Make sure you still have 400 EC. 400 EC would be in here, right? That is indeed there. Okay. So, by the way, that's a really cool concept. I'm trying to, like, conceptualize this. So, this vessel,
Meow.
right,
Meow.
has,
Meow.
like an engine. Where's my pencil here? So, we have a rocket. I'm going to put it on its side, right? We have a nose cone. We have the, I guess, like, the payload parts here, right? Then we have the fuel tanks. Right, and then we have the engine module down here, right, with the wings or whatever, right, like this. That's kind of like the whole thing we have, right? Okay, so it's really cool because when it has like basically 2 internal tanks in here, like this, right, and these internal tanks are filled with the oxidizer or whatever it might be, right. So this has like the fuel down here, and this has the oxidizer, right. And what's really cool is we have, like, if you would take a string, right, and you would tie a string to the exact center of mass, right, and we knew the center of mass, it showed it, right, was, like, right there, right in the middle. Like, this is the center of mass, right here. So if you would take this rocket and, like, attach it by a string, this would perfectly balance, correct? Like, perfectly. Half the mass is on the right side, half the mass is on the left side. And what's really cool about what we just did is if we drain all this fuel, right, and it's got a little bit of residuals left, like they said before, so like we have just a little bit down here and a little bit down here, the rocket would still be perfectly balanced. I don't know why, but I've never really thought about that. Like how important of a thing that is for rocket design, right, for it remaining stable. Right? Because, like, the rocket balancing is, like, actually a really important thing. And this has to do with thrust as well, right? Like, where your actual, like, center, or not thrust, but center of lift and your thrust as well, depending on where that's at, is actually quite important. The center of lift you want behind this because that kind of lets it, like, drag. Like, they gave a metaphor previously, but it's, like, basically imagine an arrow with, like, feathers. You want the feathers to, like, drag behind to kind of stabilize it. The closer the fins are to the center of mass, the less control they'll have as well. Is that because of, like, some sort of, like, torque they have? Because of, like, the whatever you want to call that. Like, for example, if I wanted this thing to tilt upwards, right, like this, I would need to take that aileron that's, like, on this wing right here, and I would need to, like, bend it, like, upwards or something like that, right? And that would cause the whole, like, a torque to be applied, right, around the center of mass to make the tip go upwards. You don't really need the ballast, to be honest. Your center of lift is still far below your center of mass. My center of lift is far below. So that's also another curious thing to me. The farther away it is, I assume you have more control. There also has to probably do something with, like, wing surface area as well, right? I don't really know much about rockets. What I'm going to start doing every single night, if we're going to keep playing this, is I want to start watching, like, how to build a rocket for idiots, like, YouTube channels. Because there's, like, some really funny channels out there that will explain really esoteric, like, topics that, like, you just would not believe are covered on YouTube in extremely good detail that are just articulated great. And I just feel like even, like, a couple, like, basic lessons of, like, aerospace engineering would probably do wonders for, like, basic rocketry design. Like, more than likely. Because I definitely need it, for sure. Okay, you know what I might do here, though? I might make this smaller. Like, the length of this. What was the weight again? Something like that. Like right in the middle there. Okay, that should be good, right? Was that right, 56? It doesn't seem right. 450? They went 450 kilograms. 450. Yeah, we did... I'm going to do that. That'll be fine. Yeah, they did that just to get it in the middle. I'm just realizing I'm doing it kind of backwards. Okay. What a week. Patty, good morning. In junior high, I had a school where we built model rockets from scratch. Not like the Estes kits. We had to swing them on ropes and solve parts. Yeah, I was part of the rocket club in high school. We designed our... We used really big engines. I forget what they were called. But I think they may have been from, like, Estes. But, like, that was just the engine. And then we built the entire rocket ourselves from, like, cardboard tube. Like, nice cardboard tube. And we built, like, we used, like, a bandsaw. And we cut out, like, the wooden... like the plate that would hold the motor. And, like, I actually sewed the parachutes myself, which was cool. We had software to, like, design parachutes and everything, which was really sick. It was really cool. It was a really cool club. We didn't launch many of them in our club. Like, I think we launched, like, maybe 4 of them. But, God, those things fucking, like, they went, man. They burned for a long time. But that's how I learned to sew, actually, which is a skill I'm still very proud of knowing how to do. And I've had to use it a lot more than I expected in life. Okay. There you go, chat. You have your Miku. You happy? Honestly, I think that is red would be even better. Sorry, I'm taking away your Miku. That's actually not bad. I don't know what's up with me, but I feel like the color schemes this playthrough have not been bad at all. Teto Rocket? True. Alright. Let's see. Very Austrian of you. True. Alright. So that's good. Adding ballast is undesirable, blah, 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 whatever, dude. All right, so set the staging up so that the engine fires first. Hold on. Grab a medium launch clamp and attach it to the engine. Medium launch clamp. Gotcha. Launch clamp. Are we launching soon? I feel like there's a lot more to do. I gotta hit B. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come down here, bro. What are you thinking? Get down here. Okay. Okay. Set the staging to the engines first, right? Okay, engines first. Cool. And now we're looking at a grand total of 2,286 meters per second. Not bad, chat. Not bad at all. Okay. Hell yeah. Drinking beer on a Monday was not a good idea. I mean, it was your birthday, Patty. By the way, chat, did you tell Patty happy birthday? You better have. You better have, man. The boy is old now. To be fair, he's actually quite young, but still. Patty's one of the youngest one of their friend group, actually, which is wild, because he's... What? I feel like all of us are turning 30 now, man. Like, all of us. It's a good idea to pre-tilt the rocket 45 degrees. Do you... How do I word this? When you are, like, at a light in your car, do you pre-turn the wheel? Like, you gotta go straight a bit before you start turning. You want to go up and then over. No? Yeah. You gotta go up and then over. Oh my god, Fizz is here. Hi, Fizz. Alright, dude. Alright. Dude, all the boys are here, man. Grab the medium launch clamp. Good. Set the staging. The engine's firing first. Don't stage both at the same time. We've learned that. Okay. So, good. Flying a downrange rocket with mech jeb. This is a... Oh my god. Chat, we have finished building this rocket. Right? Mech jeb is the next tutorial part of this. Sheesh. Alright. That is surprising. Okay. This is a fully guided rocket, so there's more to MechJeb we need to set up in order to automate it. Make sure you read Sounding Rocket Chapter first, as these settings build upon the settings used there. Alright. For downrange to get optimal distance, you slightly pitch over immediately after launch. Do we have control to do that? Or is, like... Like, these don't have any sort of, like moving... what do you... I don't even know what to fucking call it right now. We don't have any, like, control surfaces. Can the engine slightly gimbal? The engine can gimbal. I kind of am curious. I want to see. Open fairing. I don't understand how that's possible. It doesn't look like it can gimbal. And I don't think it can gimbal. I wish I could see. I guess it can. I don't know. If I go up here and look at the engine, this one, it will tell me the gimbal range. 3 degrees. How is it doing that? It has fins in the exhaust stream. Really? The V2 with thrust vectoring? Well, the V2 did not use a Model 39. Is this the actual name for it? Surely it is. Used on the A4 Series B and V2 missile. The Model 32B was an interim design that went from production. Okay. I did watch this about the turbo pump, which was insane, honestly. This is a 1 hour and 51 minute video about the turbo pump inside the engine for the V2 rocket, by the way. And then that's part 1. And then part 2 has to deal with the umbilical cable system. Like, this is an absolutely insane series. It's wild. This is 13 years ago. This is peak content. I'm going to be real with you. All right. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched more so the videos about some, like, famous people. Like Von Braun and... my brain... I'm sorry for my brain being fried. Who is the U.S. guy back in the 40s? Starts with a G. Goddard, I think. I think Goddard. He was like one of the big brains behind the math behind like space flight, right? Early on. Okay, we can shut that off. We can shut that off. Ooh, no, we can't. We can shut that off for now. All right, so we got to do the next step, which is essentially, yeah, locking this in. So do we want to go in like the test flight mode now? I feel like we kind of do. So, FAQ, build, okay. Okay, make sure that's setting to classic assembly. So it's time for us to save this and go into simulation mode, which is in the integration. So here we go. I think right now is fine. From now, enable and simulate. So we can simulate rockets literally as much as we want. Like literally as much as we want. It does not matter. Let's light this tuna sandwich. Hell yeah. I'm going to be real. I'm not a fan of tuna sandwiches. I love tuna, though. I just don't like the processed tuna. Like, I like tuna sushi and stuff. All right, simulation across the screen, chat, so you know. If you know, you know. All right, so we got to go here to the autopilot. This is what we're going to basically be programming to do this flight. All right. So first things first, we want to... That's probably actually fine here. Okay. We want to set it to classic ascent. Classic. Classic ascent profile. Yes. Okay. Set the orbit to like 1,000 kilometers. We are not making it up to 1,000 kilometers. Can anyone... Class... what was the fucking game in Predator Hail Mary? Like, something about, like, don't hold the lava. Who can tell me what altitude the first rocket that made it to space went to? Pointing at you. 42. Not true. I said space. That means it's over the Kármán line. That would have been partial credit. I think it's around 100 and... It was a... I wish I knew the exact number, but I think it's around 147. 125 to 147 sounds about right. What was I watching yesterday that told me that? It was another video about Von Braun, for sure. Dude, my YouTube suggestions are just all space now. 42 kilometers, yeah. All right, what guide am I following? The official wiki, which you need to follow as well. Okay. At the bottom, select ascent path. This opens up the ascent path editor. We can fine-tune the suborbital trajectory here. Make automatic altitude churn is enabled. Okay, so we want to do ascent path. Okay. Make automatic altitude churn. Good. Drag an altitude and velocity sliders to the left. Altitude, velocity sliders to the left. Okay. This sets the minimum speed for the rocket will start its gravity churn. Early rockets like this have a very high SLT, 1.85. Is that TWR? You have to move the velocity to above 1. Oh, it kind of does that, okay. Yeah, MW18014. Hey, you found it. 176 kilometers. That's huge, bro. What they did instead, so they were testing the V2 rockets back in the day to obviously go like towards London. Like that's what their goal was. But they just pointed one straight upwards and used it like a sounding rocket to see what would happen. And it went pretty fucking high actually, surprisingly. Sea level thrust to weight. So TWR at sea level instead of VAC, essentially. Yeah. Okay. Rockets with slower SLT have a higher start velocity. Okay. Flight path. This can be useful for adjusting the final trajectory higher or lower in a small way. Set it to 20 for now. Flight path. Angle. Is that right? Set it to 20. Flight path angle is 20. Sure. And then churn shape. How aggressively it will churn the gravity churn. This is the main setting which will control the kind of flight path you get. For orbital rocketry, you generally want as low as possible while not overheating. Let's set it to 35%. All right. I guess that's good. So that's our shape right there. It doesn't really look like a great shape, but whatever. All right. The most efficient pitch that maximizes the downrange distance if something is on a ballistic trajectory is 45 degrees. On planetary scale... Is that true, by the way, for, like, javelin throwers? I thought it wasn't. Then they learned that, like, it's actually not the most optimized for distance. I think that also heavily depends on certain stuff like, you know, aero stability and, like, drag and stuff like that as well. When did he get volumetric clouds working? They're working, but they're not working. The Volume 4 clouds are working. The V4s are working. V5s do not have a workable configuration file. Don't try to best me on this. They don't have one that make them look like they do in vanilla KSP. I might at some point really take some time when I'm off stream and try to tweak it, but right now I want to play WoW and Diablo, so I don't really care to mess around with that currently because it's going to take probably hours to tweak properly. But someone's got to set up a file to perfectly configure them for Earth because Earth is huge. So I don't know. All right. All right. The ideal number is actually lower than 45 due to the curvature of Earth. In general, 35 to 45 degrees will produce similar results. That said, we have a minimum altitude of 140 kilometers. To reach in order to complete the contract, which may require sacrificing some downrange distance. You might have to launch several times to get the numbers dialed in. Okay, so where is this, like, degree they're talking about? They're talking about this flight path angle, maybe? Because, like, I don't see that in here. So it should be okay. Your churn angle? Yeah, the churn angle is what I'm assuming. The churn shape? Oh, is that what that is? I thought the flight path angle... Oh, it's finalized... Okay, I kind of get it. Scroll down. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Make sure that all your windows are set up the way you like them before launch. It can be hard to remember the results of a flight or changes a rocket needs to make. So take notes of the results of the flight. For example, if one of your fins broke off, write that down. Chat, write that down. Write that down. All right. All right, chat. Let's do it. Let's do it. Engage. I don't think I need the ascent settings really here. I don't know if it will even show this. What do we need? I need to know information. First off, let's see how the engine's doing, right? Give me that shit going over here. I don't know if we need to know fuel, but yeah. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Put this over here. Yeah, engine. Good. Okay, put that over here. All right, chat, you ready? Simulation time. 3, 2, 1. Again, I'm not controlling anything, just so you know. So we got to go 140 kilometers up, and we got to go 150 kilometers downrange. Oh boy. You can see here, I wish I can zoom this in. You can see the yellow line in here slowly forming. That angle, it's correct. Again, we're trying to go downrange. And also, our TWR is 3.7 right now. That's nuts if you think about it. This is Florida. I see a crocodile down there, so maybe. You can see, like, where the thing cuts off. Oh my god, we're going fast. Okay. Apoapsis, do we have an early burnout? What happened? That is okay. We had a burnout due to no fuel. Okay. This is not acceptable, actually. We won't even hello? We won't even hit close to our 140 that we need. We might need to add more fuel, unironically. It might not be tall enough. Can I just say that I really fucking love the concept of this? Like, I think it's going to be really fun once we start... Like, think about the complexity that this is going to get into. We are just learning how to make a basic rocket. We don't even have to worry about, like, anything right now with this, really. Like, we're not worrying about, like, boil-off or oilage or... any sort of like second stage, like multiple liquid rocket, system. We're not worried about payloads or fairings or electrical systems in like deep space with like solar cell and like we don't have to worry about any of that, right? Our control, our control. We're doing very basic control right now. Like this is gonna get absolutely bonkers, I feel. And I think it's going to get bonkers really quickly. Like, the second we, like, figure this out. By the way, I feel like these volumetrics actually are, like, kind of okay. Right? Like, they definitely look kind of okay. They're not perfect. They definitely need to be tweaked more. But they're sort of there. Like, they're trying to be volumetric, for sure. More than I've seen before. But these are, like, laying way too flat. I want to see how far downrange we're going to get, by the way. That's what I'm currently waiting on. Currently, we are... can you see above? We are 152 downrange. So we maybe don't need to launch at 45? Or 35. We could launch at maybe... Yeah, maybe we launch at 30. Was Vault good today? I took coins. So I'm just going to use a reroll token. I'm not too upset about it. I've had a good vault, literally every single vault. So let's revert to launch. 120k height, not bad. Yeah. That is shallower. 30 is shallower than 35. What are you on about? Here, let me type in 15 so you can see. Now let me type in like 90 or 80 or 75. No, he's right. Chat, he's right. All right, 45 it is. When chat's right, chat's right. All right, we don't disagree. 90 is up. My assumption, it was the theta from the vertical. That's what I thought. Because like the way I think about it is when I go up, I tilt over at 10 degrees. I tilt over at 20 degrees. I tilt over at 30 degrees. Right? All right, we should be able to go again. I don't think we need to do much else here. Again, this down here is designed to show visual settings. Visual settings. What is that? Like flight data uses single scope for all data. Miscellaneous. What is going on here? Okay. Show part names, lock MSD, small, large. Yeah. Again, I don't know. The Model 39B, I wish I could make this larger. I feel like I need to make all my UI larger. But I just, like, I can't. Show current runtime. Show failure rate. Okay. Part names, failed parts only. I don't know. All right, let's send it. Ready, chat? 3, 2... Oh, I gotta engage autopilot. Is there a way for me to, like... how do I do this? Maybe MechJeb. There's a way to do it. Smartass settings, rover control, RCS balance, docking, auto... Aircraft autopilot utilities? No. Auto stage. No, not what I'm looking for. Warp helper ascent stats. No. Yeah. All right. Whatever. Close that. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. MechJeb does have a. Yeah. If you go to settings here, I could technically increase this to like 1.5. It does make things a bit harder to see. Maybe 1.3 might be a bit better to read on chat. Okay. 1.5 is too small. You sure about that? Again, I don't think we really need that. Because you're bored? What class you in? Alright, so far we're following the ascent profile really nicely. Oh, shit! Oh, my bad, my bad. What was that, 45? I didn't know that was a live number. I thought that was like the zoom. My B. Again, I think this did indeed... Okay, that was fine. My bad. Is there like a MechJeb for like fuel? I don't think so. Probably not. All right, this is going to 138. That's the big number to look at right there. 138, again, not good enough. We got to go to 140. I think we should just lengthen this thing a little bit. We could just see how far downrange it gets. If it gets well below or well beyond 150, we could increase it. No, chat. This needs to reach the altitude of 139 or whatever. So we need like a little more oomph, you know? Just a bit. And don't forget, this also might burn out slightly early because there's a thing called residuals. Because it cannot burn all the fuel. There's always a little bit left in the tank. The residuals have like a, you know, an amount it could be. It's within like a tolerance or so. Wow, look at the... I think I fucked up when I changed the angle. I recommend making this bigger. You'll reuse this a lot with more payload for science later, so it's kind of worth it. Well, I don't know if I'm utilizing the space fully for this. Is this a cryogenic rocket? No, I'm using ethanol and oxygen. The liquid oxygen, I believe, would have to be cryogenic. But this is a rocket that was invented in the 40s, so like they didn't have much, I assume, besides like wrapping it in canvas and stuff, right? I don't think like modern insulation existed for a very long time after that. Can you describe this new playthrough? Yeah, I'm more of a rocket designer than a rocket pilot. You know, KSP, you fly rockets with Kerbals or whatever. I am basically letting an autopilot guide the rockets, but I'm designing them myself. But the design process is like 50,000 times harder than normal KSP, give or take. Okay, we have reached 150 downrange. I think that makes us acceptable for downrange, and we're probably going to go a little farther. Again, I think I'm going to send this back to the VAB. Make this a little bit taller. Just a little bit taller. So this is this is 7.3. Let's go 7.7. I like that. All right. Still full of fuel. And what I want to do now is turn on that and this. And then I want to turn on right in the middle. Looks good. Will the engine burn that much time, though? Yeah, so very, very valid concern. So by adding more fuel, because my brain's not thinking right now, right? I just increased the burn time to 79 seconds. That's 5 seconds over the rated burn time of this engine. So we can't do that, actually. We will literally... The rocket will explode. We got to go back down to 75 seconds. So what we need to do is we need to make the mass... We gotta lighten up the load up here a little bit. I think it's okay for it to be slightly unstable if we can get rid of some of this mass in the lead container. Remember, the torque from our fins is so far back, we'll probably be okay if that's not perfect. That's with the extra 5 seconds. Yeah, if you look at this engine here, right, the engine in the bottom, it says it has a, if I middle mouse click it, I think, you can see here, current reliability is 77.9%. The engine, where's the GUI for this? Here it is. The engine we're currently running has a rated burn time of 70 seconds. So it's pretty good. So that is already 75.45. That's already more than we're going to get. Try a 67-degree angle. It could be perfect. It could be. I'm going to just try this. We're going to reduce a bit of this lead. We'll do 20%. We'll let it go there. We'll see if it's stable. I mean, this is the whole point of simulation, right? I don't know how to make rockets, but, like, what's the worst that can happen, right? It's a simulation for it. Wiki says 206 kilometers for V2 if launched vertically. Yeah, but the first one ever that went to space went to 176 kilometers up. That one was, again, that was MW18014. Yeah. Okay, this is good. Auto-engage pilot. We should be fine. We agreed that we need, what? A little bit more altitude, so maybe 47 is the way to go. And this time I don't touch it. So 3, 2, 1. Okay. It's good. Does final flight path angle change anything? So in my opinion, that doesn't really matter too much. Because we're not going to get up that high. Like, there's just no way we can get up that high. So, it should be okay. But I guess it does for, like, the horizontal flight, but not really. You aim to go as high as possible. If you look at our mission, we want to go 140 kilometers up and 150 kilometers downrange. That is our goal right now. If we can do that, I'll be very happy. This is a real world map? We're playing on the real solar system, yeah. So this is Earth. We're flying away from Kennedy. Imagine Kennedy in the 50s, though. Chat, can anyone name me when NASA was founded? And maybe also what president founded NASA? Fun fact, it wasn't Kennedy. It was not 1942, no. Yeah. Much better. It's looking okay. 150 is looking great for the apoapsis. That loss of weight was good. Looks like the burnout was fine. Let's see if it... it should go far enough, like, honestly. Yeah. They were basically... So, Operation Paperclip, that took 100 scientists that were part of the rocket program that was making V2s for the Nazis, right? They brought them over to the U.S. They actually had them making their like V2s basically for the U.S. They wanted to mimic it, and they made a couple other versions. But eventually, I'm gonna skip a lot of history, but like rocketry started going towards more civilian style launches than it did towards military launches. Though NASA was always kind of, designed to push space, and space was always kind of a weapons race in the end of the day. But it was really cool how like NASA, what's it called? Like the way it was founded, it was actually able to basically save the scientists that were all forced to basically make military rockets and let them work on the Redstone project, which led to the Mercury missions, and then the Titan II missiles were used for the Gemini missions, and then obviously the Apollo missions used the fucking, what's it called? The Saturn rocket, which was cool. And there was tons of different versions of those. We are totally going to be good here, I think. We are reaching the apoapsis soon, and we are 130 kilometers downrange. That's really good. Yeah, imagine having 8,000 employees for NASA in 1958. I would love to, like, watch a documentary on, like, the very beginning of NASA. Like, the very beginning. Must have been so cool. The rocket is reversing. Yeah, but that's okay. There's no air resistance up here. Right? We are in space, technically, which is cool. Okay, so this is, if you see the green, this is a fully successful mission. If I click on down here, the science report, not that one. Fuck me if I know. You know what? I right-click this, and then I click data, don't I? Yes. Okay. You know what would be a really fucking cool mod for RP-1? I absolutely know it will never happen. It would be cool to have a mod that would pull all of this fucking information into one screen. It would be so nice to have, like, just one page with this shit on it. It's crazy, like, all the different form factors and, like, different things that look here. I don't think it could really be done because, like, you'd have to pull so much information from other mods, and I don't even know how that would work fully, especially if they don't have, like, easy-to-use APIs. Then you'd have to figure out, like, what memory values are writing to and kind of pull from that. But it'd be annoying, I feel. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, we're, like, hella downrange. Oh, my God. We might have gone a bit farther downrange than I expected. How do I see how far downrange I am? Is there like a flight characteristic thing I can check? I could check over on the right side, but it's gone now. MechJeb, and then look at flight profile. Flight recorder? So downrange, we're 260 kilometers right now. What is this bottom thing? Altitude? Yo! Hold up. That's cool. Q is the pressure, I assume, on the craft. That is actually so cool. Delta V. Gravity loss. Whoa. Look at that bubble down there. Drag loss. Steering loss. Orbital speed. Surface speed. Acceleration. That is so cool, man. Angle of descent. Again, I said this the other day. I feel like I am, like, discovering a new weird, like, love for this game. Because, like, I straight up feel like I don't know, man. I feel like I just haven't played KSP like this ever. What is Mark? Oh, I see. Is CSV like a file that I can export? I think so. It should be. You can go so nerdy with it. The even nerdier thing, right, which would be absolutely insane, would be to program all the autopilots yourself. Like, don't let MechJeb do this, right? Use KOS or KRPC. Like, that would be truly insane. Because, like, you would have to design all that stuff. This is 40. Oh, I should have, like, just seen what the whole thing is, but yeah. It's not that hard. Wow, that's approaching very quickly. Yeah. That must have been pretty far. Holy fuck. Where's Florida? Florida's all the way over there. God damn, man. Okay. Is there an API to collect all that data in an external dashboard? I don't think so. It's definitely not an out-facing one either. You could possibly do memory hooks and do it that way. It could be possible. Okay, so, should we do a second one just to double check everything's fine? Because the thing is, we're gonna have to like integrate this and stuff as well. But I think that's okay. But maybe we'll just double check this. Keep an eye on the stability of the rocket. Make sure it's flying straight. That's all fine. Nah, let it ride. I think I'll do one more, but we'll blow it up when it gets to like, I don't know, like past the distance we need. You can make a custom MechJeb window? What? Wait, how do you do that? Wow. Okay. Okay. Look, they found the same window that we were using. Okay. This rocket far exceeds the limits of the Aero-B-LC. There is no way to upgrade it. I'm going to do one more simulation before we do all that, just real quick. I am a little worried about reliability, but, I mean, we haven't seen a failure yet from any of these engines to ignite. But if we did fail to ignite, I don't think it'd be a total vehicle loss, so it really can't be that bad, right? Yeah. Like, it really can't be that bad. Okay. Engage autopilot. Go. Okay. Should be good. I just want to use the same profile. 47 should be all right. Maybe. Yeah. By the way, I'm definitely not doing a full stream today, just so y'all know. I mean, like, it's already been, like, 7.5 hours, but, like, I'm definitely gonna probably make this launch complex, launch this rocket, do some sciencey stuff, and then probably call it and go take a fucking nap, dude. I do be kind of eepy, I'm not gonna lie. Fall asleep in a pizza? I mean, I just ate pizza, like, an hour ago. It was pretty good. I was D4. It was fun. I woke up at 3 in the morning to play it. Because I'm stupid. Angle of attack could be a smart one too. It looked like a good cutoff. I think it was. I I would never wake up that early for a game. Yeah, I couldn't sleep, man. I don't know. Dude, I like the color design for this rocket. This is cool. It's actually pretty sleek. In MechJeb, you can use a custom window editor and add anything to that window you want. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Teto. My long-term view for the economic market? Well, if I can keep launching these rockets, I think there's actually going to be decent funding in the future for me and decent subsidies. I honestly see a solid future for rockets. And, I mean, we'll just take it one day at a time. But, like, financially, I don't know. I've never simulated it before. But, like, I just got to have faith in my own rocket abilities, right? Like, I think we can make it to at least 1952. Like, at least. And we'll be all right. Look at that stance, man. We're standing straight up. All right, we're already 106 downrange. We're 153 up. I think the simulation's good. I think we're all right. If it falls through, there's OnlyFans. Do you want us to engineer OnlyFans out of NASA? We can try. WASA. I love the sticker, bro. It's good. Oh, goodbye. See you later, bro. Home's gone, chat. Moon's haunted. Whoa, look at that triple point. It's cool. Or quadruple point? Oh, no, it's triple. All right. All right, let's go ahead and... Well, first off, I'll give you guys some fireworks real fast. There you go. It's a simulation, chat. Simulation. All right, I'm happy with this. I am going to shut that off, and I'm going to shut that off now. Let me get rid of RCS build aid. Okay. Cool. So I need to build a new LC for this. So click new LC in the integration window. All right, name. Like the deli counter. Okay. Maximum tonnage. What is the tonnage of this rocket anyways? 13 tons? Is that right? $77 engineers. Oh my god. Could be 67. Maximum tonnage that. Yeah, 77. Holy moly, dude. Okay, that's it. It's just that simple. Yeah, 5517. This is 6618. That's probably for the best. It's okay if it's a little bit larger. Doesn't really matter. You set avionics at 20 tons. So, you're not wrong. What do we think, chat? The avionics that I made can control up to 20 tons. Do we need to transform this rocket into that, or is it just one of those things where we'll reuse the avionics? Because we'll have the tooling for it. If I do 20 tons, the price goes up about $200 a year. And the build cost goes up about $1,000. Can we afford that? Is that coming out of your paycheck? All right, Corm. It's your credit card, bro, right? We'll go maybe a little bit taller. And then I think we'll do 6... we'll do 7. Just to make it nice. You know what? Width and stuff, I think 6 and 6 is probably fine. I think the height's more important than anything else. Think of the minimum tonnage as well when you increase if you can't launch smaller rockets from it. Again, it kind of depends. It's going to be not weird for us to maybe just make new LCs. Minimum tonnage is a thing, though. Yes. How do you see it? Minimum tonnage is 13 or 15. Chat, we have a problem. If I build this, I won't be able to launch this rocket that's 13 tons. I can do maybe 17. 17 is viable. But I can't really go lighter than this rocket. But that's okay. I don't think I'll ever really need lighter than this rocket. This seems like the smallest rocket I'll pretty much make. That's not a sounding rocket, that is. So I think it's okay. Can you not launch it on another place? I'd have to build a whole new complex. I need you to understand that this is a very tall rocket. This is not a small rocket. Like, it looks like a model rocket, I know. It's 16 meters tall right now. So, like, you are like 1.8 meters tall. So it is almost 10 of you tall. It's heavy. It's filled with fuel. Like, a shit ton of fuel. Yeah, a Go tutorial. I'm gonna wing it. I think it's good. Okay. Click build. Alright, build. Sorry, I'm still yawning. Okay. Alright. Cool. Alright, deli counter is currently being built. Got 92 days till it's done. And then we're cleaning up the launch pad at Big Boom Bang Boom Bam Boom Pad Alpha A1 2. Which is not too bad. Okay. 3 months isn't bad. Yeah, and I think it'll go faster, I think, as I get training. Alright. Well, you know exactly what to expect to pay to tool this rocket. Tooling costs $24,930. That is quite substantial. Tooling unlocking new rockets is probably the single biggest lump sum expense you will have. To try to predict and work around these large expenses, you can if you open up the tooling menu. All right, so tooling menu is where? Tooling. Okay. So this is all the tooling. Total vessel cost of all parts were tooled, $778. That can't be right. That almost can't be right. Holy shit. So, like, for funding's sake, if you look in the bottom, this is probably in, like, the millions or something, dude. I don't really fucking know. Or, like, hundreds of thousands, right? So, instead of, like, 21,000, it would be, like, I don't know, 210,000. Who cares? But, like, the cost of this rocket right now, if we don't tool anything, right, is expensive. Quite expensive, actually. I think around $3,025, as it says right here. If we tool everything... Tooling basically means that we're making a process and we're making tools, dies, specific forms to be able to recreate the same parts easier. So if you're going to make 1,000 of something, like a screwdriver, you want to get the actual, the form tooled for it so you can do some like injection molding thing. If you're only going to make one screwdriver, you can like hand carve that if you really want to. Right? Because getting like the really expensive tooling is not worth it for the volume. So we have to kind of judge this for ourselves, and this is going to be probably a big part in the future. It would be really smart for us to start thinking in senses of reusability in the future, right? We can use the same tanks for different like fluids and different things if they're the same size, right? So maybe right now we're filling like a high pressure steel tank with like fuel, but eventually we could fill it with nitrogen and then use that for like, I don't know, like our cold gas reaction control system and stuff like that, right? Though we might need COPVs for that, but we'll figure that out in the future. But we should probably start thinking about like doing things in like some sort of modular sense at least. So we, dude, I'm telling you, this mod pack is crazy. It honestly feels like I'm an aerospace engineer. The way you got to think about stuff, but it also has a lot of management in it as well. I assume there's some engineering specialty where you specialize in the business of that engineering. What is that called? Like someone's designing the aircraft and then someone's doing like the business for the aircraft. And that there's no way that's just an MBA. Because, like, you have to have, like, knowledge in... Maybe you do, like, an MBA and, like, a double major or something. Right? Like, I don't know. That's got to be complicated. Because, like, you got to know business, but you also got to know engineering. Like, how do you do that? It's like an MBA on top of an engineering degree? Yeah, holy shit. That's got to be a fucking lot of schooling, bro. I don't know. It's usually the engineer with years of experience that goes to get their MBA. Is that common? Engineer gets like what, like 5-10 years of experience and then goes back to school, probably paid for by the place that works there. Interesting. Okay. Okay. You'll notice that these numbers add up to about 24,930. This is because there are some similar identical components in there. When you tool one part, tooling one of the similar but slightly different size costs much less. Okay, so let's think about that. Oh, shit. Interesting. I'm not sure that these parts are worth tooling. The long fuselage body, I think, is worth tooling. But these are only $255. Once we tool them, though, they're $4 and $3. But they cost $5,000 each to tool. Right? Is that really worth? Like, how many of these will we have to make? I can figure this out. We got math here. Right? 5,000... And they're about 20, well, we'll just say 250, right? That's 20. We need to make 20 rockets before this cost per rocket untooled would be equal to this. I don't think that's worth it. Right? Waffle will be live for Diablo 4 in 4 hours. How do I turn that off? No, I won't. That's not really correct. What? Same with different length scales as well. I mean, this one, no. This one's worth tooling if I want to use this avionics package a lot, which I kind of do. Right? Because it's like, I don't know, in like 5 flights, it's equal to that. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what they say in the tutorial. Engine fairing, fuel, payload, avionics. The avionics are really expensive, huh? That's why I stressed to design your rocket in such a way where you only need to tool your avionics once. When you're ready, exit the VAB. We need to pass some time to allow for the new LC to be built. Yeah, the tooling's instant, right? But don't I need to, like, start building this rocket? Or no? Maybe I'm not even allowed to do that until the LC's built. Can you afford to tool the parts? Right now, I have $21,000, and I also have $51,000 in credits. Think about credits as, I think, like government grants that I have accessible to me right now, but they're not liquid cash. I can only spend them on, like, certain things, right? I guess. I don't know if that's a good way to describe what the credits in this game are, but my actual money is $21,058 right now. That's my liquid cash. So, as we accept projects and stuff, we will get access to more credits. Yeah. But it's not like a credit card. They are just granted to me, and if I don't use them, I think I kind of lose them. But, like, they do, I think they build up over time as well. I don't fucking know. It's kind of weird. I'll be real with you. Okay, hold on. When you're ready to... Okay. 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 So they When you tool one part, tooling one of similar but slightly different size costs much less. For simplicity, just don't think of the duplicates. This means our tooling costs are fairings, tanks, and avionics. They're tooling everything. Is that really worth it for us? That's a lot of tooling. Press and preview. Oh, it's so cheap. Yeah, it'd be 15,755. Is that worth doing? Seems like tooling everything would be good just so you have things available for cheap in the early game. I guess so. All right, let's do it. Purchase all toolings. All right. This rocket is now tooled, and we can remake it very, very easily. Hopefully. It also does increase the time we can make it, I'm pretty sure. All right, so we can't actually build this rocket yet. So I'm going to save this here, and we are going to... Let's get rid of that. Space Center Management. We need to go actually wait for the deli counter to be made. So they're saying right now... let's go back. Leave. You're broke? I'm not that broke. I'm not that broke. I'm slightly broke. But, like, we can get more money. We can get funding. Hopefully. Otherwise, I guess rip. Yeah, I got 21 grand. We're not broke. All right, the first item for Airbnb LC, refurbishing the pad where we launched, because this is our new LC, into which will take about 100 days to build. Okay. And soon after that, our first research will be complete. What you will do is up to what you do here is up to you. The Airbnb LLC is going to be idle. If you want to, you can build an Airbnb or two and try to complete some contracts. I'd recommend the intermediate sounding contract. Modify your Airbnb with the HP tank to put the sounding payload in, like we did with the V2. However, the Airbnb is rather weak. You may be able to you may be unable to accomplish it. Okay. Can I even take contracts right now? Can I? I thought you couldn't. Like, I'm not allowed to accept this while I have other stuff accepted. Interesting. So I guess I can't do those. And I've already collected, like, all the signs on them, too. I think. So I guess I kind of just have to wait 92 days. You can swap out or cancel contracts at no penalty, and that's worth testing. I can swap them out. So you're saying this I can cancel? Are you sure about that? Uh-oh, I'm worried. Okay, let's get rid of that. So available. Okay. So we want to do a sounding rocket. This sounding rocket needs to get to 80 kilometers with 75 units of sounding payload. Can we even do that? You can also redo optional contracts. I don't think I've seen any. I don't even know if I can do that. Let me open up the lightning splash. Big thunder lightning splash, sorry. Okay. Do I even have a payload in here? I don't think I do. Brother, I don't think I can do this. Do. Am I insane? Okay. Okay. So we need to... First off... No, that's fine. We need to make this black. I want, like, metallic black. Okay. Good. It's kind of far enough back. We might need to just test this out, actually, because I have no idea if I can make it far enough. Like, no clue. So, I'm going to simulate it and see what happens. I will have to do a little bit of building here, but it should be okay. Are we sending this to the neighbor today? No. We are a nice... Well, the neighbor is like the fucking fish that live in, like, the reef next to us, bro. We should be thankful they have not, I don't know, taken one of our rockets that landed in the water for their new house or something. If anything, they kind of have the right to. All right, enable autopilot. I think this is fine. Unless it's... No, it's totally fine. Okay. All right, fuck it. 3, 2, 1, go. Good God, the speed. Can this even get to 80 kilometers? It should be able to, right? Did I put 75 payload in that? I didn't even check. No, I did not. That is not even close. I put 10. Okay. 75. That is all of a sudden a lot larger. I don't think that's gonna work. Uh-oh. I mean, to be fair, this went to like over 100 before, didn't it? Or 140 or something? Let's just... I think it's gonna flip over. 3, 2, 1... Let me revert this. I didn't have my autopilot on. I wish I could hit enable autopilot and then it would count down 3 seconds and then launch automatically. I really wish I could do that. I don't know why that's not a setting. Smaller fins might help. Center of gravity shifted. Maybe larger fins would help. Launch countdown. Select a target for a time launch. Like, what? How do I do that? Like, what? How does this work? All right, let's try 3 seconds. So enable. You need a target for that to work? Can I target, like, your house? Just target the mun. Wait, go. I'll just hit spacebar, dude, whatever. It'll be alright. I got insurance. I don't think you have insurance if I fire a rocket into your house from, like, Texas, brother. We are wobbly, bro. We are wibbly wobbly. Chat, can someone explain to me the information that I'm seeing at the very bottom for the engine? For this RB engine, I believe this is the engine status. WAC Corporal. There's like a DU and then a seconds in MTFB, which is mean time before failure. But what does the DU mean? Okay. We are just shy of 80. Fuck, bro. Collecting data for flight test, the more you run, the more reliable it will be. Is that in simulations? Surely not, right? No, I don't think simulations count for that. In real flight, okay. Dude, we are so close. Okay, what if I... Dude, I might do some squirrely shit here. Can I reduce the amount of, like, battery? Or is that going to increase the cost? What if I reduce the battery? That's got like a significant weight on this, doesn't it? Or do I need to do it here? What if I made this? What if I made the fins smaller? I'm worried about having to retool this thing as well, which I'm not gonna do. Are these like a thing that you tool? The fins? It doesn't say you tool them, honestly. The fins seem to be like a procedural part. So, maybe? I don't think so. You started early today? Dude, I am just fucking exhausted. I think it could work. It's gonna be close, though. Why are firing both engines at the start? Because this is going to have oilage problems if I don't, I believe. I could try to offset the launch here, but I'm not sure how to even do that. Like, I actually don't know. I mean, to be fair, this thing literally ignites for like a second. Like, it's barely anything. It doesn't really matter. And it gives time for this to ramp up and stuff as well. Okay. Let's simulate this and see what happens. No idea. I think my save file is completely broken because I accidentally set size to 0, exactly what the guy told me not to do, and now I can't see the wing anymore. Can you... Oh, no. Can you go to a backup at all? Like, can you hold, like, Control F9 or some shit? Can you daisy chain another booster? I could probably... I guess I have to find out. I'm not sure. Enable autopilot. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. These fins are much tinier, by the way. I'm hoping it's stable. Sorry, I can't really fucking stop hitting my mic. I'm just hoping it's stable enough and lighter. You remove like 500 grams. I did remove some of the batteries as well from here, so that should be lighter too. I can remove maybe the telemetry and shit that we don't need anymore. Seems like it's starting to tilt. What the fuck was that? What about spin stabilization? I don't even know how to do that. Like, surely I know in real life how you would do that. I guess in this game I could, like, tilt the wing just ever so slightly. 78. God, we're so close. We're so fucking close to to the 80 kilometers we need. Shit. Did it flame out early? No, we just had residuals. That's a lot of residuals, man. Kinda. Is this Kerbal or Earth? What does it look like? It is. We are in Florida, baby. Tanks can be stretched a little bit before they need to be retooled. Okay. And we're kind of pushing the engine beyond its limit, but we're also making it better because we fired it twice already. So let's bring up the tooling menu, and let's just double check this. I'm gonna try to get away with. Shit. Okay. We'll try to get away with just one more before I gotta retool this whole thing. A little bit of tooling, or a little bit of this. All right, simulate. Again, we're so close. Take out the residuals to make it lighter. What? No, it just means that you can't empty the tank entirely, so there's a residual amount of fuel left. I think for us, it's like a 0.05%. So 0.05% of our mass can be assumed to be left in the tank after it's like the engine shuts off. Why avoid retooling? It's expensive. It's very expensive. Bottom booster larger. You can't just do that, though. The bottom booster is like a fixed size, I'm pretty sure. The liquid fuel on the top is adjustable, but it's hard. Yeah, retooling is extremely expensive. I would say like you're probably looking at like 5 flights minimum to make the price back, right? So to build a rocket, you would need new tools. No, you don't have to. You could just eat the one-time cost or whatever. But if we're gonna make a whole bunch of them, then yeah, we might. I don't know. It kind of depends. What's the point of the pack? To go crazy. Okay. I don't think it's going to be that expensive to just do this like this. I don't know how long we just extended this, but let's think about this. All right. I mean, I feel like sometimes it's best just to test it and see what happens. Another booster? I can't put 2 boosters on top of each other. Try reducing the bit of the nose to reduce the mass? I did. You mean like pulling it down? Drooping the snoot a little bit? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. This looks like a good call. I think we chill here. All right, now we just got to reach an altitude of 80,000. We're getting there. It's sped up much slower this time. I mean, that's like because it's way heavier. It should burn way longer. We're only halfway through the burn. Again, after a certain amount of time, it is going to have issues. I think like after 47 seconds, it just like has a chance of just breaking. $90. What is a sounding payload? It's a test payload. Well, I mean, that is successful. This just has to go up to 90. And if I just speed up time real quick, or 80, sorry. If I speed up time, we go up and up and up and up. Hold. And there we go. That's a finished mission. Do we just build it and send it? I mean, it worked. It's probably going to be okay. I think it would not even be that expensive to build because we already have the tooling. Can the pad support it? Shit. How do I tell? How do I tell? How do I tell, chat? Where's the, like, I don't know where the pad stuff is. This rocket is 9.6 meters tall, and this could handle 10 meters. I am a genius. I am a genius that can predict the future. We're all good. Okay. Yes. Do we want to retool these? I think no. We just send it. It would cost... Yeah, we're going to just do 90. Alright, that should be fine. How do I turn that down? Good. What is that? There we go. Oh, I need that actually, apparently. Okay. Do we just send this? Lightning Splash. MI... No. KM90. Yeah, at least feasibility studies are free in this world. That's true. Dude, who was doing feasibility studies earlier today? Good lord. You guys sound like you have a very exciting job. Alright, launch. To tool them in the RP-1 menu to reduce vessel cost. Integrate anyways. Okay. And now it's on the pad. Or now it's going to be made. So now we can leave here. Let's see. KM 80. Well, it went to 90, even though it was supposed to go to 80, right? Like, that's the whole point. So now we got to do a little bit of waiting. We're going to clear the pad of debris, and then we're going to bring out the this new one, and then we got to wait 92 days anyways. So, give me a second, chat. I'm going to stand up and stretch my legs, and then we should... I think we have a lot of stuff we kind of need to fast forward to. We'll fast forward, clean the pad, fast forward again, get this rocket going, we'll launch that. Then we're going to fast forward to this... the next pad that we built to get it done. Then we're going to have to work towards building the V2. Actually building it. I don't know how long it will take. We got to do tooling and stuff for it. Or we already did that, but we got to build it. And then after that, we need to... I guess launch it and then research, and that's basically it. Yeah, enjoy the stretch. I need it. Oh my god. Can't believe it's almost 2 o'clock. What I'm going to do, by the way, chat, is I think after I do all that stuff I just said, I'm probably going to go fucking end stream and go to bed. Or like take a nap, because I am tired, bro. Oh my god. I've been up since 3 a.m. It is nap time soon. I'll be right back. I think I will not wake up at 3 a.m. Tomorrow. By the way, just so you know, in stream. That'd be bad. Okay, I gotta figure out how to shut off this MooBot command, because I don't know one of my mods turned it on, and I don't know who it was, and they have not turned it off. Let me see here. MooBot commands, custom commands. Yeah, delete that. Hold on, edit. All right, it's gone. I don't know who did it. I fixed it. All right. I fixed it, chat. Don't worry. All right. Let's do a little bit of time warping. Let's hope I don't fuck this up. Again, administration building. I am looking for completed programs, active programs. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. These are my 2 programs that I basically get funding for. And it cost me... whatever this is called again. It cost me, like, my reputation to get funding, essentially. So eventually, when I take more of these, it's going to cost me reputation. So we're trying to earn reputation as well. I believe, if I remember correctly, when you are finished with all these objectives, you can churn in the program and finish it. And whatever extra funds you have, they'll pay you in, like, some ratio of reputation. Is that correct? So if you do a good job and finish all these missions quickly, you'll earn more rep, which is important because you need that for taking newer or better, you know, things here. Right? Is that correct, chat? If anyone that's played this? Holy shit. Oh my god. These numbers are wild. No one ever used a command? Yeah, so every, like, 5 minutes, it would automatically put the command in chat, is what was going on. Okay. Mission control. I don't think there's anything we can do here. Alright, I'm going to warp. Okay. Warping till the pad is clear. And now we have 24 days until that's ready. So let's do that again. Our money is going down. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we're not really making money right now. Is that bad? So, we're ready to roll out? Yeah, let's roll out Big Thunder. Okay, 1 day to roll it out. Holy flashing? Yeah, just don't look. We'll go to the sunrise. Okay, Chad, you ready? We are going to launch Big Thunder. And hopefully this goes well. This is the real launch, which we could absolutely have failures, by the way. What happened to the tuna sandwich? We're not making it, so we need to make the launch center to even be able to build the rocket. Does that make sense? It's not like we just have like a big hangar we're building rockets in. We designed the rocket in like CAD, and now we need to build the building that the rocket will be built in and then rolled out to the pad too. So that's what the launch center is going to be. Basically, imagine like we have one here for this rocket, and then we're going to make one down there for the like the V2 style rocket, right? Yeah, CAD in 1935. I don't know what other analogy you want me to make. Imagine we drafted it on some fucking vellum, all right? All right, you can't really see it, but it doesn't really matter. Actually, yeah, it actually doesn't really matter. I don't want to speed up time because we will run out of battery, I think. So, MechJeb, Ascent Guidance, enable autopilot, Ascent settings. We are going to edit ascent path, altitude. Honestly, I can't even tell. End churn. What is this one here? That's probably fine. 500 kilometers. All right. And then we also want to bring up the... It's all good. I want to bring up the profile. Where is it at? Where is it at? Flight recorder. Okay. And then I want to look at altitude. And probably... probably like Delta V maybe. Maybe Q is fun. Maybe acceleration. All right. We can look at our fuel. We have our engine here. Need a weather check. Weather check. Chat, are we good? I need to go, no go. Are we good? You'll be able to see the rocket soon enough. Go? All right. Here we go, chat. 3, 2, 1. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Don't fail on me. Come on. We're pushing you beyond your limit that you're supposed to be able to go to, but I believe in you. You got to hit 80. We got to hit 80 kilometers. Please. This number over here, chat, by the way, that's what we're looking for. That is what we are looking for. All right. Good, good, good. Okay. How much burn time is left in this motor? I don't know what that was, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't want to look at it. I'm going to jinx it, bro. I'm seeing that fuel go down, and that's good. 35. Come on. Push, push, push. It's got to keep burning, like almost the entire way. I know it was the booster hitting the ground, but I hope it's okay. And I hope it didn't blow anything up. 55. Come on. 80. 80. 80. 80. 80. Go. 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 70. 75. Yes. 80. 90. Hell yeah. Okay. This is good. This is really successful. And I don't know if we have any data right now. We are going to be sending some information currently, but we don't have much left to send. So we'll send whatever we can currently. The telemetry is just no longer needed. We're not going to get any science from that. So that's good. I just realized we could probably... Oh, no. Scientists can only work on one thing at a time. All right, chat. It's going. Once it gets above 80, we are done with this mission. And we can blow up the rocket, technically. But I'm going to let this basically keep running until 40K. So it's going to go up and then come down. Because I just don't want to deal with... I want to get all the science possible. Which I guess if we run out of this, we'll be able to blow it up. But yeah. I do have a range safety button here that I can press when needed. So we'll wait and see. Dude, it's so pretty in the morning. Oh my god. It's gorgeous. You know, I'm kind of okay with these volumetric clouds. I think it's okay. It's like the best we're going to get for now until we really tweak them a lot. I think they need to be scaled up or something. Run until science stops. I mean, I can't tell it to stop, so it's just going to keep going until it stops. It's a dum-dum I could never play. Dude, I'm not going to kid you. Like, I don't think even I am capable of going to the moon in this mode. I don't know if you watched the last series we did last week in KSP, but I just absolutely destroyed our moon mission. Like, I don't even think I had a revert ever. Like, I did, because, like, that one time we fucked up the engine placement or whatever. But, like, we made a goated moon base. We did, like, fucking 8 different missions to the moon. It was awesome, right? I think I am going to heavily struggle to get a satellite into orbit around Earth. Like, I am barely even scratching the surface of the amount of, like, delta V we need to get there. Yeah, it doesn't even look like you have a launch pad. For this one I didn't. It was like a dirt pad, right? You have MechJeb? We do have MechJeb, but it's more so the rocket design that's the important part, right? Like, have you ever launched a rocket off of Eve before? Like, you ever done that in KSP? Ever challenge yourself to, like, go off the surface of Eve up to orbit? That is about what we need to do. Yeah. Delta V required for LEO is 9,000. And then we also need to think about, like, aero and stuff as well. Right? That's important. We're not done yet, but we're getting there. Spinning. Or more like rotating. Okay. Listen, if we go below 40, we're going to stop sending data. Right? Get this up here. We'll stop sending data. And when that happens, we'll blow the rocket up. It'll be fine, chat. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, it's done. And good. And we did finish our mission as well. So, chat, congratulations. Handshakes all around. Cigarettes for everyone. All right, congrats. We're in the 50s. And that was very successful. All right, Space Center. Let's clean up the pad real quick. Should be all right. Time for enchiladas. I am down. All right, debris and recover. All right. So, with that being said, we now have made... Do we need to, like, turn that in? Active. So what was the point of that? 130, oh my god. Like, did we just earn reputation? Is that it? I think it is. Yeah. We earned, leaders? I can actually just find out exactly what we learned. We can do it again? With no reward. Oh. I didn't even know we just did that for free. Shit. Is that on purpose? A lot of these don't have any reward, weirdly enough. Prelim research. Optional repeatable missions build up reward over time. Should say in the mission window. Yeah, I don't see that here, but I don't know. Current reward is at 2% of its normal value. Nominal value. Elapsed expected days, 32 of 90. Okay. I don't really understand that, actually. Let's warp to complete that. Alright, we got 7.8 science, bro. That's not bad at all. Really isn't. Alright, 55 days for deli counter. I think I'm just going to warp it, chat. We could try to go again for this, but I don't know. You don't get reward most of the time. It's just so you can complete the contracts. So what does that mean? Like, it's not worth doing them then? Hire more researchers? It is taking a very long time. I'm not going to lie. Staff, I could hire... If I have researchers here, right? It's going to start costing me money. Like, a lot of money. I'm not making that much money right now, man. $13 a day currently? Wait, I can hire another one. Wait, it's free? Why is it saying 0? Salary's not free? It's 350. That's the issue, isn't it? Okay. Nice. We'll leave it at 24 for now, I think. Just gonna skip. Okay. We have gotten our first research done, which is great. It doesn't really mean much right now. But, I mean, that is good for the engines, which is unironically a terrible time to get those engines. Oh, chat, I have a theory. Now that we've researched those engines, we probably don't want to use them. Do we? Sorry, now that we researched those engines, we probably do want to use them, I think is better. We don't want to use the engines that we just spent all this time building a rocket around and testing. I'm not going to switch this out, but like... I don't know which engines we just unlocked. I'm actually kind of curious. I think this is one of them. What the hell? I still think I'm just going to send it, right? Like, it's going to be what it is. 5,000 to even do that, too, for the entry cost. So, let's leave real fast. I think now that we are basically done with this launch complex, I guess we'll see how long it's going to take to make the payload, and then we'll see where we're going to go from there. This is wild, dude. How's the weather today, man? I think it's been pretty fucking warm, hasn't it? 30 degrees today. Sheesh. It's getting cold again for a little while. It's going down to 15. All right, we got 16 hours left till that's done. All right, deli counter is now finished. So we want to go back to the VAB, and I want to build this and put it into deli counter. It's going to take a while to build, I think. So, oh my god. Something's wrong. I think I need to go hire staff for deli counter. Engineers. 10. Unassigned 10. So I got to start leveling this up now. I'm a little confused. Do you need to leave the 10 on? Do I really need to hire 84 of these? They're so expensive to hire. Make sure you allocate them to the correct LC. I did. Yeah. This is the deli counter. I have 10 here. It still says it's going to take 563 days to roll this out. There's no way that's possible. Right? Like, no way. You can also reallocate engineers. But do you not need to keep, like, a skeleton crew to, like, keep it up? Oh, fuck. Okay, I see what's going on. Holy shit, dude. I actually need so much more. Okay. Remember how we unlocked 10 applicants? Let's put some to use. Go to the staff section and put them all into research, increasing the total of 30. Okay. That's researching time. I see. $87 engineer. Dude, how am I gonna afford this? I don't have that kind of fundage. Okay, as the engineers gain experience, it'll go down. Okay. I'm just a little worried because I feel like we can't afford to do this, right? Like, I just feel like we can't afford it. We're still at a positive of 117 per day, I believe. So I can hire more. And he hired 87. We have no applicants. So what do we do? Oh, now we got to fucking... Okay. Should we, like, fast forward time to get more applicants, or is that a bad idea? Because now we got to pay, like, $2,700 per each. And again, we do have, like, funding somewhere. Like, we definitely do. We still have 38,000 of credits. Is that allowed to use? Oh, we can't use that for salaries. That's right. Hire 10? Okay. Like, applicants only come from completing milestones. Okay. I'm spending all of our money. I think this might be a terrible idea, but we need to unlock. We need to make this work. Like, this has to get built. And they said, like it's expensive here, but, like, we can't, like, just have this take 2 years to be made. Otherwise, like, what's the point of anything, right? So, I think that's good. I think we have 80 researchers, 80 engineers, all of them working at this new place over here. We'll close that. And now I want to build this rocket with the 0 funds I have, but we're going to use credits to do so, I think. So... okay, spending credits. Good. And now this has been added. The rocket has been added to the queue over here. Okay, chat, this is good. This is good. So now what we want to do is, I guess, we don't really have any money, so we kind of have to wait, honestly, the 124 days. But it will go faster, apparently. So we can just back out of here. This is kind of a mental doozy to deal with. Like, it is actually complicated, man. I can't imagine having like 15 different missions at once and all these insane requirements and stuff. Holy shit. It's gonna be nuts. I feel like this is one of those things you probably get good at after, like, a lot of practice, but, like, you've got to fail a lot to get that good. Important thing, let's grab our, yeah, let's grab the mission again. That's this one. Okay. 228 minus 12. Is that because I waited too long? All right, that's good. 140. 150 downrange with 500. It's got to go 140 in the air. Perfect. All right, we are going to gain loss 2,451. All right, is that just budget or is that my stuff here? I don't know. All right. It's not even 1952 yet, Chad. Don't worry. All right. Go to sunrise. That poor bird. It be what it be. All right, chat. Oh, wait, shit, what am I doing? Roll out. Roll out. 15 days to roll out. Okay. We have $4,000 now. That's good. Oh, a sunset, what do you call it? Launch. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to add a warning to your stream. Yeah, I don't know what to do during that. It is a bit annoying. It is very bright and flashy, I know. All right, chat. Are you ready to launch our rocket we made today? It's about time, dude. Holy. All right, altitude. Delta V. I think I want to do acceleration and maybe Q. Reset scale. Mech Jeb. Ascent guidance. Engage autopilot. Edit path. 4720. That's perfect. Ascent settings. 0055. We have fuel pinned. We have instruments. Invalid situation right now. We have engine information down here. Chat, are we ready? Are we ready to fly this beast? All right, our mission, which I have already accepted it, is 500 units of payload, 140 kilometers up, and 150 kilometers downrange. We are going to take off and then turn 20 degrees or whatever. Like, we're going to turn very, very, very quickly, basically, almost right when we take off. And our goal is to go, I think, eastward over the water, like 100 plus 50 degrees. Sorry, 150 kilometers. I think we're going to go like 300. Okay? All right, here we go, chat. Here we go. Go back over here, I guess. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Here it goes. Go, 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 go. Should tilt over. Okay. 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 So far, so good. Yeah, as long as the engine doesn't fail, which it can, and it will more than likely fail on takeoff. So we've already made that, which is good. Right? Okay. Halfway with fuel. So far, so good. Dynamic pressure's going down. We're going to really start accelerating now. Fast. Like, super fast. We got to go up higher, man. We're only at 66. Oh, yeah. We're fucking hauling ass now. Come on. Look at that dynamic pressure just drop, man. Come on. 140? 140. I feel like it barely made it. Oh, my God. Yeah, I feel like it literally barely made it to 140. Because it was at like one... I swear I saw 140, and then I blinked and it was at 153. Whew. Okay. We made it upwards correctly. I honestly feel like I probably should have pointed this a little bit more vertically. I don't know what the actual, like, ascent path... The ascent path was actually a lot more vertical than what I planned, which is surprising because if it was what I was planning, I probably wouldn't have made it to 140 kilometers. Probably not. Wasn't 20 too much? I don't know. I mean, luckily, we're going to finish the actual parameters for what we need to do, which is good, right? We got to reach 140 and then 150. We're already, like, 75 downrange, and we're just going to keep going, so that's good. It should be okay. I wish there was a, like, downrange distance or something like that. We'll wait and see. $120, Chet. We're going quite horizontal right now. We do have a horizontal speed of 1.2 kilometers a second. Sorry, 1.04 kilometers a second. Should be okay. How is how is this going? Oh yeah, we're seeing. Okay, so we're at 1.7 of 2.6. We're almost done here. Perfect. Yeah, we're at 129 downrange currently. 137, 138, 139, 40. We are going to easily make it to 150. That's it. Right there. We're making it, chat. All right. Mission complete. Hell yeah. Put that away for now. All right. Good. So now we're basically just chilling. This thing's going to go into the ocean. Do we want to blow it up or do we want it to hit the ocean? In theory, at AP, it basically doubles. So if you reach 150 at AP, it should go around 300. I totally agree. Totally agree. We're now going downwards, and we have hit 180 kilometers, so this thing should go, in theory, 360, maybe? I mean, that's not entirely true, right? Because it's going to be going up at an angle and then down faster, right? We'll see on the chart, but I think it's going to do this. Kind of. Well, to be more accurate. I think it's going to do something like that. We'll know from the altitude graph here in a second over time. What's the current speed relative to? What do you mean? Yeah, the left side was under power, so it has a nice consistent arch there. So it goes up. How do modern missiles stay tip first? Avionics. There's a whole bunch of different methods, man. Like, it really depends on, like, what kind of missile you're talking about. Usually some sort of control surface. It could be a little tab. It can be a lot more complicated than that. Just basically needs to direct the rocket. to be in the right direction. I mean, the 1.5 kilometer a second orbit. That's a good question. What I think about that is at the equator, you are moving about 1 kilometer a second on the equator. Maybe that's what that's in relation to. Either that or this thing is moving horizontally 1.4 kilometers a second. I don't know. That seems like a lot, doesn't it? Do you guys want to blow this up? Or should we just let it crash? It's going to go in the ocean, so I'm not worried about it hitting anything, or like a fisherman or whatever, or maybe a whale. It should be okay. You know, that graph above us is actually looking pretty damn parabolic. Even though it's under power and stuff. You want to crash it? Okay. We'll go hunting for a shark or something, bro. I like the design. The color of this rocket, by the way, is quite beautiful. I can't wait to make our next rocket, chat. What do you think we're gonna make? What's the mission? I think the mission is farther down range, right? Oh my God! Look at the Q level on that graph is like basically pressure on the rocket. So if that climbs too high, the rocket will explode. Here we go. Oh, it's fucking chugging. Holy shit! What speed is it going? That was going so fast.
Meow. Meow.
Good lord. See, hello, my man. Welcome, dude. Yeah, hold on. Oh, I can't see that anymore, whatever. All right, Space Center. 370 downrange is pretty good. I guess 380, so it's just about what I guessed. Yeah. Okay. Success, chat. That is a successful mission. Right? Like, we have 550. We can get more subsidies now. Hell yeah. If we want, that is. Wait, can we? I think so. Confidence required 350. So yeah, I mean, I still gotta do more stuff here, right? Like, I still gotta go do other things.
Meow.
Right?
Meow.
But I at least got... Oh, that mission wasn't even part of this. Holy shit. Alright. So, like, I don't know, dude. Like, what do we do? I feel like what we should do is go look at more missions. Right? Probably. Yeah. The fish were not really caught. They're more like obliterated, man. Right? Okay. So, we need to do this again? We could do this again if we wanted to. But that's not part of the actual, like, milestones that we need to get for these, like, projects done or whatever. Right? This is a... Yeah, this is an optional contract. So, we want to figure out how to get to 3,000 kilometers down... like downrange. We just made it to 380 or 370. Dude, we gotta get to fucking 3,000. Yeah, check suborbital and return. Like the film one, this is also required. Reach 100 kilometers of altitude and 200 kilometers downrange with the film camera and recover the sample. Hey, that could be really good. I don't know how we're going to put that experiment in there. That could definitely be a mission we do next, and that's a required one as well, right? That could definitely do it. I don't know. Yeah, that is part of the mission. Yeah. Return home safely. Oh. We might need to put that one on deck for a bit. I don't really know. All right, let me think about this. Take a look at the stats. I've already done it. Speeding up research. Okay. That's fine. We need post-war technologies in addition to material science, and that is post-war rocketry testing and early tracking systems. Okay, so we got to go and we got to get to the research center, and I need to do both of those. Material science, we need to research, and then tracking systems. Okay. Science core. Okay. We need to do that as well. And that leaves us with 7.5 science currently. And we could do, like, the supersonic plane development, but, like, I don't really want to do supersonic planes. Kind of want to skip it all together if I can. All right. And then we got to decide what type of stuff do we want to do here. I don't know. 144K? What's 144K? Yeah, we don't have to go up to 150 when aiming for 300,000, right? You do. Yeah. If you never play with FAR, it's a bit too much for a first time. I assume you have to make planes that are very realistic, otherwise you'll not be able to fly at all. Because the whole aerodynamic simulation is different in this mod pack. They're using FAR, which I forget what that stands for, but it's basically updated aero. Like, way updated aero. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going here. See what this is. We still have a point left, so let's grab early solid rocket boosters as well. Which I think early rocketry, basic solid. We already got early. Yeah. Aerojet. Nike. Okay. Yeah, so we got to back out of this. And we'll check the research list. We got to redo that pad as well. Okay. Here you can see the nodes will unlock. You can change the order of research if you like, including stopping halfway through a research. If you like, press the X and you will remove research from the list and you'll get the science back. If you partially research something, so as long as you don't remove it from the list, no research time is wasted. Oh, interesting. So I thought the research would stay on that specific thing, but I guess it just comes back to you. Weird. Do you see the colored dots? Mouse over them. It'll tell you your research penalty is. If you fall behind IRL dates, you will get a bonus to research to help you catch up. Oh, neat. If you get ahead of IRL dates, the research will be limited to keep you from getting too far ahead. Okay. With 70 researchers, the pace will unlock is a lot faster. With something new every month, look at the combined list to give you an idea of when a rocket should be finished in relation to these researchers. Okay. When you're done, warp through each item until V2 is complete. You may want to stop or slow down warp. We already did this. Okay. I ended up with about 30K in funds and 74 researchers. This is a healthy financial situation, and I see no way to... I mean, I don't know how close to that, right?
Meow.
This tutorial is a bit different. All right.
Meow.
All right, let's read this at least for a little bit. Jack, what's up, my man? Welcome back, my dude. Crypt, it's pretty good, man. I've been enjoying RP-1. It's just a lot. Like I said, a lot. And I woke up today at 3 in the morning, so I'm like very tired, and it's just like I'm trying to do rocket science. It's a lot. All right. Make sure the mech chip settings are correct versus what you wrote down, and engage the autopilot. Blah blah blah. Since we simmed it already, this is as simple as repeating what we did previously. Fingers crossed. Success. We completed the contract. One of the milestones in addition. Remember to let the rocket fly all the way back below 40K because it's science gathering the entire time. Okay. Okay. At the KSC, check out the messages to see what contracts you completed. We may have more reputation, science, and confidence. Our science queue is almost empty. And since we have more science, go back to R&D and add something to the list. After this point, our paths will probably start to diverge. If you've not already, that's okay. This isn't a perfect run of RP-1. There are many different ways to play. I hope you get inspired and walk your own path. Check out the admin building. You can hire some new leaders, read through the new leaders, and make their selections. Don't lose any sleep over it. No hints. You now know everything you need to know to push forward, so I will no longer guide you step by step. That being said, there's more to learn. The next chapter I'll discuss how to upgrade your arrow bee with the tech we unlocked to complete more difficult contracts. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. Don't lose sleep over it. Yeah, well, that's like too accurate right now, right? Okay. I mean, I think we're doing pretty good, man. Again, chief designers will unlock when you research basic rocketry.
Meow.
So how do I research basic rocketry?
Meow.
Right? The tech tree? Boom. Okay, you're right. Yo, Pat, you're right. Alan, thank you, my man. Thanks for the sub. Welcome back 118 months, my dude. Good to see you. Holy moly, that's just such a nuts. Okay. Orbital rocketry. Oh, there's going to be so much to learn, dude. Whew, get more researchers. So I'm going to do that. That is 100% the plan right now, and I think we might just sit on our butt for a little bit while we try to get more research done. At least the early solid rocket engines will be really useful, right? So staff. Again, I have 80 staff right now that are currently... I think I need to make them idle. I actually can't tell. Seems like they're not doing anything. I don't know. Maybe? It does seem like they're not doing much. Researchers. God, okay. Maybe. Called. Hello, my man. Your PC fan is screaming. Yeah, I know. Okay. 34. I can't even afford more, by the way. Like, I just can't. It's too expensive. And we're barely making 33 a day. Yeah, it's so much, man. Should I fire some of my engineers currently? I could try to maybe get another rocket up, but like, what's the point of doing that rocket, I guess? I guess I can get more reputation or something. Was that worth it? I have credits, right? And I can put it on the pad with credits, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, not worth firing them. They cost less when they're idle anyways. Yeah. I could have them build a rocket in like 60 days or whatever, right? Like, I'm just thinking about if that's possible. Design the rocket for film recovery. I don't know if I can. Let me quickly see if I can add that to here as like a science mod or something, right? Because I'm not sure. Configure experiments. So is it a part? It's a part. Really? I need it to safely come back, by the way, which I've never tested before. Is it science? Early film camera. Bro, it's huge! It's fucking huge! I have a bad feeling about this. I need like a parachute as well, right? How the hell am I gonna get a parachute on this without exploding? I don't think I can just use this, by the way. I think this is actually gonna fucking be bad. You need a nap? I know. I am tired as fuck. I will take a nap soon, TM. Alright. I might need to use this lead ballast. Let me see. It's honestly not that bad. Okay. Alright. I feel like I'm Summit right now after like playing on that fucking Rust server. I gotta make sure I don't oversleep the raid time, dude. Tuna sandwich, camera. No, tuna sandwich, casserole. Alright. I kind of want to simulate this. Save real fast. Let's just see what happens. Oh. How do I get this to trigger that? I'm gonna need like a parachute editor, yeah. Oh god. Oh my fucking god. I don't think this parachute's gonna be enough to land this. Select preset. Main. Double main chute. Okay. Select. Close. Oh shit. Select a preset. Double main. 1.25. Select a preset. Double main. Why is it so big? Why are you so big? What happened? Oh my god, this is gonna take so much testing, bro. Fuck. Solid arrow on this piece. I don't need your sass right now, bro. I need pictures of Spider-Man. Alright, I don't know if this is right. I need a main chute made of nylon. I need like ripstop nylon. This is 408. Do I even have the money for this? Decouple just the nose? Maybe it makes it lighter? Yo, do I have a decoupler? Hold up. Shit. Shit. Well, maybe that's fine. Use the procedural decoupler. That is the procedural decoupler, I believe. I think it's fine. No? It looked the same to me, bro. Okay. How do I, like... Why does this look so fucking weird? Smooth cone? Unironically? Could be exactly what I need. Okay. Sure. And does that, like, separate the stuff above me? I think so. Impulse decoupler? How many impulse? Yeah, there's like 4% impulse. Same decoupler inverted for the bullet nose. Don't you want to decouple the nose too? Do I? Because I don't know how that works. Isn't this the ship up here? Do I really want to get rid of that? Looks like a bullet, doesn't it? Looks like a very tall, thin bullet. It looks like a vape or something, like a vape pen. I got the Benjamin, bro. It looks like a nutcracker or something from like a Christmas play. All right. Like if I would change this head, oh god. Kind of like make the top. There you go. You got the Benjamin, bro. You got the Benjamin. Yeah, I bet it'll make it to space, no problem, bro. Put me in space. I don't know. Can the pad support this? Is it too heavy or long? I have no clue what the fuck happened down here. Oh, sweet God, what did I do? Okay, hold on, hold on. What did I do? What happened? Why is this like this? Oh, fuck, fuck. Okay. Everything's breaking. Stop. Stop. Shit. Okay. Bad. If you recover stuff, can you reuse it? Like if I recover the avionics, can I reuse it? I have no idea how that works. Control Z is not working, my man. I wish it was. Polygon? Okay. Honestly, I think this is mostly fine. I want to see how this works. I have, like, no idea. Okay. Can't you modify the size of the camera pod? I don't think so. We might need more power for this, by the way. I'm going to be real with you. I have no idea what's required. I think we just send it and see what happens in a simulation and just, like, whatever. The thing I got to worry about is MechJeb needs to guide this, but not auto-stage, I think. When you configure the chutes, detach the bottom part. What? I think this will fuck my tooling up if I change this at all. I don't think it'll matter. I think it'll push the air around this anyways. The chutes do math for the ship they're attached to? Gotcha. What are you talking about? So it's fine? Detach the red part from the pen, they're saying. It is. What? Am I crazy? Detach red configure chutes. Add it. You can detach. You detach, then set the chute settings, then put them back. Thank you. I understand. I understand, chat. I am smart. Otherwise, it'll calc the whole rocket's mass. Oh, I know exactly what you're putting down, brother. Don't worry. You don't gotta tell me twice. Let's simulate this and see what the fuck happens. I have a hilarious feeling this is not gonna go well. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. I am going to do autopilot, but I'm not going to have it auto stage. I will do the staging, I believe. Like, I think I kind of have to. Ascent settings, auto stage off. I'll just do it myself, right? Like, the first stage is easy anyways, right? Everything else I can handle, like when it separates and all. Include arming the chute? What does that even mean? Is it safe to deploy? I don't know. We'll see. All right, you're going to have a lot more drag? Well, let's find out, my dude. All right, here we go. Simulation in 3, 2, 1. I think we had our first failure. The decoupler went first. How is that possible? The decoupler hasn't gone yet. Autopilot's off. Okay. Let's see here. Engine first, then base decoupler. I thought we put these in the same stage. Do we not? Maybe I'm thinking of our first one that we did. Okay. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're going. We're going. All right, the mission that we want to do is not over here right now. Right? We are simulating if this is possible. But what I would like to do is take a picture from a certain altitude. I think above 40K. But I think it's just got to go basically the same flight profile we had before, but with a film camera. So it should be all right. What is engine internal engine temperature? Maybe? Not entirely sure. Integrity? Maybe, actually, yeah. Isn't this wild, chat, how we're just making, like, the simplest rockets, but yet it feels like a monumental task, and we're not even close to the complexity of the Redstone program? Which the Redstone program is how we went to space. The Redstone program is not the satellite, or is not the, rocket that we brought a satellite up with, though. Does anyone remember the name of the rocket that we put the first satellite in space with? It was after, obviously, the Soviets did it. There was a planned rocket to do it, but it failed twice. It was called Vanguard. And I believe they had 2 or 3 failures, actually. Right? There was another program that basically replaced that, and that was the one von Braun was in charge of. It was Juno. But I thought the rocket had a different name. It was called Juno. I totally agree with you. That is it. But I thought it was a different name before they renamed it that. Do you have a heat shield? I don't think I need one, but we'll find out. So we are taking pictures here. And I can take up to 9 minutes of pictures for 3 science. Okay. Better to detach so you're not dragging all that weight. Did you watch the movie at Tower Skies? No, I watched a documentary about von Braun yesterday. It was like a 2-hour documentary. I watched it while I fell asleep, and I had very weird dreams. It wasn't Juno, the Navy program. Juno is a launch vehicle. That's what it was, yeah. Explorer 1. Yeah, it was the first Juno 1 booster from LC-26A. Okay. You need 100 kilometers and 200 kilometers downrange for this contract. Oh, we'll easily hit that. Yeah, we'll easily hit that. Wasn't the finest lad, to be honest. Von Braun? Von Braun was a genius, man. Only thing that sucks about Von Braun is he was a Nazi, right? But he, like, I don't know, he talked about it whenever he was asked, and like in the interviews and stuff. But that dude really just wanted to put people in space. Only. I mean, he talked about it in the interviews, bro. If you didn't, like, he was asked by fucking Himmler to become the head of the rocket program. You say no, they fucking kill you and your family. I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do. I don't know. He actively was seeking to go to the U.S. He also was trying to, like, again, you guys should go watch this documentary. It's very interesting. Like, he talks about it. He feels guilty, right? But he also feels like he was put here, like, on... He was put on Earth to basically lead to humans to space, essentially, right? In a weird way. He also got, like, very Christian after a while, too. Engage the camera? It's already running, bro. Is there any increased difficulty mods in the Product Ignition mod pack? This is not that mod pack, by the way, but for that mod pack, like, no. It's just basically quality of life mods, visual mods, and then a few, like, part mods to make, like, cooler bases and space stations. Yeah. Most Nazis were kind of liars. You know he almost died? You know he was... God, what was it? He was falsely accused of basically trying to steal secrets, like the rocket secrets from the Nazis, and basically run away with them by a competitor. And, like, that was basically going for his job. And they almost actually killed him. Like, they had, like, a whole profile on him and everything, too. Yeah, it was wild. He has a very interesting life, man. Like, a very, very interesting life. Yeah, it's not von Braun's fault. He was born in Germany. If you were told to build rockets that were going to be used to bomb London, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would say no. So, like, there is something to it, man. Like, it's a complicated subject. It really is. I'm gonna deploy here. Uh-oh, did my game just crash? No, it's okay. Do I need to, like, deploy this? It's risky. Do I need to wait till this doesn't say risky anymore? You have two options, either do it or die. Yeah. Von Braun saw it as a way to be able to continue pursuing his goal to get humans into space, right? To push humanity to space travel. And he talks about that extensively in his life. He's a very outspoken, very charismatic man. And yeah, he became like a celebrity in the US. It's wild. I don't know. Yeah. He, like, earlier in his life, though, when he was joining the Nazi Party, right? Like, he was doing rocketry before then. He talked about basically, like, you basically do or you die. Like, it wasn't really an option. What's the documentary called again? I think it was called, it's like the life of von Braun. Just type in Werner von Braun, into YouTube, and you'll see it. Shoots. It's risky right now to deploy. I kind of don't want to deploy. I kind of want to wait. If you're forced to do something or face death and of you and your family, you're doing what they want. Pretty much. I think he also, like, really did see, like, ways out of it. Like, he was very cunning, man. He was able to basically sneak him and a bunch of his colleagues out, like, basically after Hitler died, to try to, like, basically surrender specifically to the Americans, and so he didn't get surrendered to the Soviets and stuff. Because he really was trying to go to the Americans. All right, I think it's now safe, but it still needs to get lower. Do you actually know when the Americans captured him? He had his arm shattered. You know why? He was driving at night with his, like, the crew that he basically escaped with, right? And they were trying to find the Americans because they went down, I think, towards Austria and Switzerland, I believe. But they were trying to basically get past the actual guards. Because, again, they were like scientists, right? They weren't really, like, military folks. Like, they were part of the Nazi Party, but they weren't actually, like, in charge of anything really besides, like, the rocketry science. So, like, you know, when someone with a gun tells you what to do, you do it. He had one arm broken, and it's in a cast, and there's famous photos of, like, a bunch of people, like a bunch of like U.S. military officers and stuff, right? Yeah, I don't know. Don't forget that Nazis were the reason. It's not even that. Von Braun was basically told to choose people to bring back with him to help with the program, right? And he chose 500 people, by the way. 500 people that worked with him, and they made him narrow it down to 100, which is crazy. And then, yeah, they came back. That was Operation Paperclip. You know, the Russians are the same thing, right? But they stole, like, so much more than that. It was wild. They took about, I think, 5,000 people, basically laborers, and they didn't really get the talent, like the brains that the U.S. did, but they got a lot of the people that were in charge of manufacturing and stuff, too. I forget the name of that project. It's complicated. All right, we're going down. If this works, we can save this and run this as an actual project, which is cool. Is it considered a return to Earth if it lands in the middle of the ocean? I actually have no clue, and I'm not running the science mission with me right now, but I think it just needs to survive, and then we can, like, recover it, and I think it'll be okay. How much science do we get from this anyways? Whoa. Okay. Stopped. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. We have enough charge, which is good. Yeah, info. Okay, samples 1.4. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the Russians got actual hardware. Yeah, I mean, like, the U.S. people kind of did as well. It's wild, man. So when they were trying to transfer von Braun to the U.S., they actually brought him through London. And he really, really didn't want to go to London because he invented the missiles that bombed London. And he thought he was going to get killed there. There was a point, apparently, when he was in his car with a driver. He didn't know the driver. And the driver drove him into, like, in front of a building that was just rubble from when one of the V2s hit. It was all burnt down and destroyed. And the driver didn't say anything and just sat there in silence for a couple minutes while he looked out the window at, like, what he invented, and made him just look at it, and then drove away without saying anything, apparently. Which is crazy. Like, actual Chad, dude. Yeah, I don't know. V2s basically did nothing overall. Oh my god, you're so wrong. They were incredibly deadly, bro. Like, tons of people died from them. Sure, it wasn't like... by the way, Hitler wanted like 30,000 of them made. I hope you know that. Like, he really wanted a fuck ton of them made. But, like, it absolutely was... It was definitely, like, effective, but it was mostly effective in the psychological sense, right? Which is nuts. All right, all right, all right. Oh, man. Do you know actually a lot of the deaths from the V2, I think, was actually from the labor to build them? Like, the POWs that were put in charge of actually, like, you know, manufacturing and, like, collecting materials and, like, building them. I think a lot of them died. I think it was, like, over 12,000. I'm trying to remember the number. Again, the documentary I was watching was talking about it at the very beginning of it. Because it talks about von Braun's whole history, right? All the way through the Apollo program. It was like 30,000. The number, I think, is about right. I guess it isn't a fun fact. Yeah, I guess not. All right. We got to just... I'm going to speed up time a little bit because I think we're okay here. I think we are falling at such a slow speed that we shouldn't have to worry about this. And it's going to fall nose first, so it shouldn't blow up. I think we're going to be okay. I'm actually surprised how well this entire rocket went, man. Like, we did pretty good. It's mostly factory workers, yeah. We did pretty damn good. Look at that sun. That's so beautiful. Bruh. It's gorgeous. It almost looks real for a second. Like if you squint and then you shake your head a little bit, you know? Pretty. Okay. And we would be able to recover this vessel, and that would be completed, which is good. So, perfect. Again, there's a simulation. We can simulate all these things. I think tuna sandwich casserole is good. I think this is ready to fly its mission, and we really don't need to worry about this going wrong. I would basically need to go... what kind of tooling would I need for this, actually? Hold on, let's double check this. Tooling... Nothing? for this. Really? Does it fit inside the stand? It does indeed. 12.799 tons, 16.6 meters tall, 4.7 width, 4.7 length. It's all good. Everything's good here. Okay. No tooling needed. Yeah, this is a and like I honestly am kind of a little impressed that this didn't have any issues here. But like if you think about it, arrow-wise, the air should flow over and honestly, the little lip here might be a good thing, realistically. The Kerbals are so short. They're not really short, but they are short. Yeah. How tall is a Kerbal? I think like less than a meter tall. Okay. So tuna sandwich casserole is good to go. We got to make sure we accept that mission, and then we can basically start building this with the engineers we have. Its drag point is not that good. I mean, it felt stable when I launched it there. Like, it felt totally fine. So, I don't know. Mission control. RP-1, and I think this is research, right? So, low film can, yeah, so 100. It needs to go 100 kilometers up. 200 kilometers downrange. Yeah, this seems good. This seems all good. And this is a required. So, accept. Back. Vab. Wiki says Kerbals are 0.75 meters tall. Okay, gotcha. Okay. And we want to... So, again, like, launch cost is not much right now. I think. Integration time is 130 days. Good God. 17. I mean, is that currently with the amount of people we have at the deli counter? Bum, 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 bum. 80 engineers. Really? Okay, I'm going to go back to this pad. Minus 10. Back to this pad. Plus 10. All my engineers are working here. It still takes 113 days. I don't know what else to do, though, so we're going to do it. Are you hungry to name this? No, chat named it. What do you mean? Okay, let's do a launch. Oh, yeah. Before we do that, let's check our staging. Engine, and then that. Okay, good. You can also do that mission that goes suborbital and recover safely. I can... look in a second. Did you accept the contract? Yes. It's right here. This contract. I thought you couldn't select more than one contract at once, so you couldn't double dip. Didn't they turn that off? I can double check before we go. I'm just going to hit launch. We need to buy this with 3 credits. Okay. And we now have the deli counter. Reconditioning the launch pad. And I don't see the rocket that should be integrating right now. Do we not have money for it? Is that what it's saying? Did I do something wrong? Said not enough resources. Where'd my credits go? Did I already use all my credits? Not enough funds to integrate. How much do I need? 494. Don't I basically have that? Oh my god, I'm short. Am I actually short on that? Like, just barely? 495 plus 99. 594. I have that. Oh, wait. This is 1206 because I haven't done the tooling for it. I thought they said I didn't need the tooling. Maybe it doesn't matter. So I need 1206 funds to be able to launch this. Is that right? I guess so. The camera's probably expensive. Oh, no, it definitely is. It's 100. All right. Well, we'll save this and we'll go leave. Oh, I guess we'll just fast forward time a little bit and everything. I could try to take another contract, potentially. Right? Like I have enough influence right now, right? It says program slots 4, max 5. So can't I start with like more programs or no? No, requirements is to complete the early rocket development. Okay, well fuck me. These are like contracts or whatever. Yeah. Also recovering the booster, it helps, if I remember correctly. I hope so. Yeah. I mean, we can fast forward about 28 days maybe, and I don't know. Maybe just we'll have some money at that point. I don't really know. I am making money slowly. It's just not very fast. Chat, the screen is going to blink really quickly, all right? I'm kind of warning you ahead of time. Okay, we have enough money now that we can do this. Okay, so this is good. Launch. And now, if we go back, there is a mission from the first contract you can activate. All right, well, I'll do that in a second. That's how the holidays, that's how the holidays, what the fuck am I saying, dude? That's how the holidays fly by for me is pretty accurate. Did I tell you guys I'm going on vacation in the month? I gotta warn you. I did tell you this, by the way. You gave me the PTO. You already signed it and agreed. Checked off. I got 3 names on it. Just warning y'all. So I can't accept any other mission, and I can't accept any other mission. So where are you saying I can accept this? I'm pretty sure I can't. Yeah, nothing's available. Once you take a mission, I believe you cannot take any other missions. I am going to the Poconos with Patty, and I'm going to go see him and some friends for about, I think, 5 days. I'm very excited to see him. I haven't seen Patty in forever. Plus, I'm going to see the place I'm probably moving to in like 7 months or whatever. I am legitimately... I don't want to do this, but I really want to move to Pennsylvania on January 1st for tax reasons. It would just be so nice to be like, what months did you live in Texas? What months did you live in, you know... and then, like, the next year I can start my Pennsylvania taxes or whatever. But, like, I don't think anyone's going to allow me to move in on January 1st. I don't think they're going to do that. Oh, my God. Like, everything's going to be closed, and there's no way. It's not fun to move north during the winter. That is a valid concern. If you were going to move, knowing what you know, if you were going to move up north, when would you do so? Summer, okay. I don't want to do summer. I'm going to live in an apartment, not a house, for the first year. So, like, I'm not going to have to worry about, like, you know, like a snowy driveway or whatever, right? Summer is crazy, moving in the hottest months. Yeah, that's kind of nuts. But, like, I can't move in, like August. Like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't move in October. If anything, I'd probably be moving in, like, November or December, and I think December would be bad. I kind of want to put it off till next year to end of January, end of February. I'm going to hire a moving company. They're going to move my furniture, my boxes, so I'm not really going to have to do that. December move-ins almost don't exist. Really? I thought a lot of apartments are just like, they don't really care. They always got units open at some point, and they just, like, they want people in them. Yeah, do you sell your house? I'm going to sell my house, yeah. Again, we'll see. Selling my house might take longer than I expect. I have no idea. I got to be fluid. I will, once I get back from the Poconos and I start, like, relaxing this, I guess as it starts getting towards summer, I'll contact my realtor and probably start talking about plans and stuff. How long did it take you all to sell your house, if you sold your house recently? I assume this is a very, like a very dynamic thing depending on, like, where you live, the house, if it's in demand, the market, stuff like that. Like 4 days? Am I going to have to hire, like, I was thinking of getting, like, landscaping done. I was thinking of getting, like someone to stage the house. Like, do I not need to do that? Almost no point. Okay, so let me theorize something for you. I think what I'll do is I'll move out of my house, and then I'll sell my house. Like, I think that's what I'll do. Like, I'm going to have everything moved and gone, right? And then I'll sell my house. And if I have to pay, like, a month of, like, my rent and my mortgage for an extra month or whatever, like, whatever. Lots of inventory in Texas. I live in the #1 place you want to live in Austin. So it's like, I don't think it's going to stay very long. I can look at where, like, how fast my neighbor's houses sell. Because I have, like, 3 or 4 neighbors sell their houses in the last, like, 4 years. 100% the way to do it, specifically since you're moving far away. Yeah, for sure. Will you have the house stage? I'll leave it up to my realtor. I don't know. I don't want to deal with all of it. I don't know what your house costs. It's like $1 million. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. That's why I feel like it's probably worth selling. Like, I think dressing it up could legitimately, like, make more from just doing that. I don't know. You're gonna have to pay movers twice doing that. Pay to move out of your house, then move to PA. No, I'm gonna have them move everything to PA, and then, like, I'll have my realtor sell the house, and then if I need to fly back to Texas to take care of some final documentation or whatever, I'll do that. Otherwise, it'll be hands off, I assume. Like, he'll just take care of everything for me, right? I assume. How hard can it be? He's making 3% on the sale, right? Most places that digitally stage things for listings, don't they? Tell me they're not using AI. Oh my god. I can imagine, like, the house is empty, like a realtor comes in, takes a picture, puts it into ChatGPT. Can you stage this for me? Boom. 3%. Holy shit. Maybe not AI, but definitely kind of do that. I feel like if you had, like, a custom tuned model that used, like, specifically, I don't even know. I feel like you gotta be really careful there. There was a post on Reddit where a house went from a shithole to, like, something new. Oh my god. That's fucking wild, dude. I've heard some crazy stories of people, like, buying houses without inspections and then finding out that, like, shit's fucked. And, like, why would you not get an inspection? Like, why would you not get an inspection? Like, every single inspection company I've ever seen says they will save me more money than they cost. Like, it's like $125. I'll point out more than that in problems they'll fix for you. My inspector I got was just pointing stuff out left and right. He's like, that's got to be fixed, that's got to be fixed, that's got to be fixed, that's got to be fixed. Easily, bro. The inspection's like $2K. There's no way it's that expensive, bro. Like, no way. My inspection was, I think, like $200, and he even had a drone to fly over the roof and stuff. Like, it was cool. I don't know. I didn't get an inspection. It was 100% a mistake. Yeah. Yeah, inspection's like 500 max. I got mine in 2020, chat. Maybe, like, we got it at different eras of the fucking economy. Maybe. Holy shit. I don't know. JPF, what's up? Alright, chat. I gotta fucking stop this for today. We got everything figured out for tomorrow's stream. We're gonna keep playing this tomorrow if you guys are down. Everyone wish Patty happy birthday again. Every time he comes in chat, alright? Fucking annoy him. Alright, he's old. Yeah. We'll continue playing this tomorrow. Is that cool with y'all? Honestly, I'm very happy with everything. The next mission is going to be, honestly, I think we're ready to start doing this on our own. Like, I figured this out by myself, right? This is like the decouplers, this is parachutes, stuff like that. So that's cool. Like, we basically did this ourselves. The mission after that is basically how we're going to get really far down range. I think it's just helping us figure out certain things. So, we'll probably, I honestly might just, like, pass this. And I might just do it myself. And then the chapter after that is early light orbital rockets. So we get to start Project Redstone, which would be cool. Yeah, I can't wait. Happy birthday. True. Is there a KSP mod pack about space mining instead of rocket science? Oh my god, does anyone remember Kerbal? No, Carotene? Fuck, what is it? Kethane. Is that it? I'm like Carbonite? I think it's Kethane mod. I'm trying to remember a mod from like 2015, maybe. And I think it was pronounced the Kethane mod. Kethane mining. It might be the Kethane mod. This was a old version of mining back before mining was actually added to the base game. And it was really, really cool. It was fucking revolutionary, man. Honestly, I would probably look up a video I saw recently on Reddit. Sorry, Twitter. Sorry, YouTube. God, my brain is just fried already. And it was called like KSP mods. And it was like the top KSP mods of 2026. I guess it's this one over here. Yeah. From Bogu. I don't know. Boog. Got a lot of views. I assume it's good, but it's the top mods basically from the last year or so. So maybe check this one out. And I'm sure he's got some cool mods in there for everything, including mining and stuff. All right. Okay, YouTube, I got to say goodbye to you. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll keep playing this, all right? We're sending tuna sandwich casserole to the orbit, and well, not to orbit. And then we're going to inch our way closer to orbit. Maybe a little bit more Diablo. I don't really know. So we'll figure it out. I probably won't be live tomorrow at 5 in the morning. Just warning you ahead of time. Dude, let me say goodbye so I can say goodbye to my Twitch chat as well. Goodbye, YouTube. I love you.